Alrighty, are you gonna cooperate with me today, YouTube? Please say yes. Alrighty. Ladies and gentlemen, we are live. Greetings everyone, I am Dr. J, and it is nice to be here again. So, back in 2019, cut my teeth on streaming with Fire Emblem 3 Houses, which naturally meant that when a Warrior spin-off for the game was announced, I was very much looking forward to it. I have no idea how the story's going to play out. So far as I know, everything and nothing is going to happen. What details I have looked up seem like it could go either very well or very poorly. So, you know what? I could spend a lot of time being super elaborate about what's about to happen, but you know what? I just want to play this. Let's jump in. What's that new symbol? Or are those just a symbol of the crest? I don't recognize the first one. Well, that one's Saros. Either way, interesting that they're using cycling through those instead of using the crest of flames. Then again, it's not like we're playing as Byleth this time. So far as I can tell, anyway. Okay, autosaves, that's fine by me. Hopefully I've got the audio balance correct on this one. Let me just turn up my own end. Oh, that sounds nice. Alright, let me just knock it down a little bit just for safety, looking at... Yep, that looks right. Cool. Okay. And we'll go hard as per usual. Let's see. Chapter 4 onward. What is there? Actually, I remember when in the first trailer. Let's go with it. Okay, so wait. Got it. Okay. Where are we? That looked like the underground... Saros. What, do we get to actually play as Saros for a prologue or something? That'd be cool. Okay, that's cool. In deck.
All this bloodshed. Will it never come to an end?
Now, who are they, I wonder?
Saros!
Yeah, you're not holding up against that. Okay, I like where this is going already.
Where is that freeloader, huh?
Wait, were we nodding off? Who's we?
I know you're napping around here somewhere. On your feet and back to work already, yeah? Finally. Come on, Sunshine, up and at 'em.
That's a generic NPC look for a named character. That's interesting. Why do I get the feeling you're gonna die pretty quickly? We'll start with you.
Hey, get up already!
I'm sorry. What's going on?
What's going on? Did your head spring a leak while you were napping? Better see if you can even remember your name.
I don't know, what is my name?
Well, looks like there's hope for you yet.
Back off, you sack of guts. I'm just resting up for the battle.
Oh, okay, that's how dialogue's gonna work then. Alright, fair enough.
Yeah, well, the battle's on our doorstep, so you're lucky I like you enough to wake you. You heard who we're up against, yeah? Gerald's mercenaries. Gonna be one hell of a fight if true, especially if the Ashen Demon is here. Don't like a smidge of what I've heard about that fella. Or was it a woman?
Ah, so they're launching straight into that then.
Leave it to you to fumble the details. Did you even catch this Ashen Demon's name?
Of course I did. It was... by the goddess, it's right on the tip of my tongue.
Okay, so that's how they get away with that conceit. Well, all the trailers did this arrangement, so we'll just go with it. Probably swap it around later, just for fun.
Yeah, that's it.
Demon or no demon, our job is to fight and win.
You sound just like the captain. I know they paid up front, but come on.
Well, at least one of you has some courage. You've certainly come a long way since I plucked you from that mountain village. But this battle is about more than just victory. Gerald's team has a sterling reputation. Rumor has it they've never blundered even a single job. But once we put them to rout, we'll finally be the greatest mercenaries in all of Leicester.
Alright, that tells us where we are.
Enemy activity detected, Captain. Looks like we'll be fighting by moonlight. Mind you don't kill each other in the dark.
Wasn't expecting a fight so soon, but I guess there's nothing for it. You ready?
When this is over, we'll all greet the new dawn together.
You sure are a cocky little thing. But yeah, alright. I'll be there.
Oh boy, why do I get the feeling that's gonna end badly for you, sir? That loaded
All right,
quickly.
let's get down to business. We're up against Gerald's mercenaries.
Okay, yep. Movement and camera controls are about the same. Good.
Let's move out.
Okay, this is an awesome rendition of Folan Wins.
their graves!
Time to see what you're made of.
Alright, main mission. So, team up with Getz to drive him off. Alright, simple enough. Anything different? Let's see, regular attack and after Alright, regular and strong attacks. Alright, let's see what you can do.
They're not putting up much of a fight. Are these guys new recruits or something? Guess this means I can mess with them a little.
Alright. Jez is currently getting Myrmidon. Let's see. Hold to charge class gauge and release to support my sweeping attack. Okay. Oh, that's the wrong button. Okay. Alright, cool. Nice way of introducing the mechanics. Smooth frame rate, too. Not quite as smooth as
Stay tougher than this.
Hyrule Warriors, but
Clear out that group over there.
alright, when an arrow is displayed over an enemy's head. Okay. So we're using that button to lock on. Okay, guard and dodge are the same.
Let's do this!
Ah, shoot. Let's see. Combat arts are magic. So that's for... Oh, that's why we don't have right trigger. Or bound to that. Okay. Or is that right bumper? Huh. Still took a little damage even while deflecting. Boom! That's useful. Alright, green tonics to restore HP. Cool, let's go with that.
I'll take out the stronghold over this way, yeah? You get the one over there.
Can't wait to wrap this up so we can all drown ourselves in ale.
Okay. Let's see. Battlefield contain bases controlled by force in the battlefield. Yep. Alright, so standard stuff. Feels a little slower than I expected, but I guess we'll see before too long. There we are. Gonna take a bit of getting used to, isn't it? Probably. Alright, drain the Stronghold Captain's stun gauge and defeat them with a critical rush. What's that supposed to mean? At times the stun gauge... Oh, right, this stuff. Okay. So stun gauge, that's when we try and hit. Okay. Perfect guard. What's that supposed to mean? I guess we'll find out before too long.
Capture complete.
The captain ran off ahead of us. Is she gonna be okay?
Master your fear and advance!
Oh, it even shows the progress we've got once it's been opened up.
Keep your eyes open. We still don't know if the Ashen Demon is here.
It's Gerald's mercenaries. Why wouldn't the Ashen Demon be here? There we go. Oh, okay. That's how they're gonna play that out. So they're making that a little more... Oh.
The main force is here. We're saved. Now push! Push the enemy back!
About time a foe with some teeth showed up. But they still don't stand a chance against Burling's mercenaries.
Okay. So we're going after the main force then, huh? Why do I get the feeling that once that I get close enough...
You must be the infamous Ashen Demon. I can't wait to tear you apart.
This'll be the end of the Ashen Demon. No one can beat the captain.
Ow. That hurt. Why do I get the feeling we're not supposed to win this one?
Ugh, I can't believe I'm losing to some damn kid.
Captain Burling's in trouble. I have to reach her before it's too late.
Well, almost got this down.
There's so many of them. Only one thing to do about that.
Ah, they're trying to keep me away, aren't they? Alright, Warrior Special. Cool. Do I already have it ready? Ah, they gave it for me right in cue.
I've got you
Alrighty. That's how they show it off. Nice.
Just when my dream was finally in sight. You monster.
The captain's dead. What are we gonna do now?
Oh, there's gonna be... Why is there an ore surrounding her?
Stand down or die.
Oh, that's
We're gonna
intimidating.
stand, we're gonna fight, and we're gonna avenge the captain.
Oh, that emotionless delivery. That was perfect. Why do I get the feeling that I'm not supposed to win? Let's see what happens if I can win anyway. Oh, jeez! Oh, wow, that's awesome.
Why am I so scared? It's just one merc.
Run while you can.
That's no! This can't be happening!
You're overswinging majorly. Yes, I am gonna critique the swordplay. Yeah, you're done.
I have to keep fighting.
Perish with you. Huh? The cycle of this world. I will not allow it to perish with you.
Now what's this?
Where did you get that tower?
No idea. But it's just what I need to bring you down.
Oh, now things get a lot faster.
We're here to help.
Huh? Oh, so that's how they ensure that we can't win this fight, as it were. And done.
Here it comes. Take this. You're done.
Okay, those numbers are ridiculous.
Interesting. You're fighting like an entirely different person.
Hello to you again. Whoop! Why is your sword glowing? I don't like that.
That's enough! We did what we came to do. Everyone, fall back!
What?
Wait,
Sorry,
how's...
but this fight is over.
Why are you saying sorry? Why would you care?
Hey, wait.
Why? We've achieved our goal. Your job was to stop us, and you failed. Another time, perhaps.
Hey, we're not done here. Wait, why am I so tired?
And collapse. Okay, wow, that is... We're actually getting dialogue from Byleth. Nice! Where was that in Three Houses? Where was that dialogue in Three Houses? That's how you could have made Byleth amazing! Show the actual deadpan delivery! Oh my gosh, why didn't you do this with Three Houses? Oh, I'm gonna be saying that a lot. Hopefully I'm not gonna be saying that a lot.
Where am I?
Good question. Wait, those look like that almost...
Oh good, you're awake. Not sure I would have been able to sleep at night with your blood on my hands.
Yeah. Am I dead?
No, not yet. And you're not a good listener either. Did I not just say how pleased I am that you're still alive?
Okay then.
Regardless, I'm a being who exists on the edge of dreams and reality. You may call me Arval.
Arval, huh?
But for now, let me speak plain. You are slated to die. Right now, I'm the only thing holding your meager life together. And to be blunt, it's beginning to tire me.
And, well, why, how, and... Okay. There's a lot of questions you need to answer then.
Thank you?
Oh, my. That's the first time anyone has ever shown me gratitude. And I must say, I like it very much. Hear me well. You are a crucial piece of this world's cyclical... No, this will never do. You're far too groggy to absorb what I'm saying.
Then why are you even talking?
For now, I needn't tell you how you'll get back on your feet. I need only convince you that you will.
I don't understand. I'm already up and about.
Ah, perhaps here you are, but not in reality where it counts.
What's that supposed to mean?
Your cluelessness is actually quite charming. I think you're starting to grow on me. Still, the important thing is what you do after you wake.
And what should that be?
Recall, please, how the Ashen Demon bested you. Came within an inch of snuffing out your life. If you attempt the fight again the same way, you will reach the same conclusion. This would force me to step in once more, which would be most annoying and also rather counterproductive, if I'm honest.
Wait a minute, so... How exactly... Wait... Now I'm just confused.
You don't need to worry. I won't lose next time. Although who's to say when that time will come?
Who indeed?
My captain and comrades are dead. The company is finished. So, there's only one thing I can do. Start over.
Huh. I thought you to be more sentimental. Did they not take you in? Care for you?
Gold's the only thing that ever held us together. And death is something we're all too used to. I never knew my real parents, and I lost the mother who raised me. Partings just come easy to me, I guess.
That's convenient. So what's your ancestry then? You're gonna have some hidden crest that we've never heard of before, or...?
The best way to honor my fallen comrades is by training hard and growing even stronger. Then I'll crush Geralt's mercenaries and the Ashen Demon with them. That's what I'm going to live for now.
Oh, but I like your spirit. Though I expected no less from my partner in destiny.
I'm sorry, what?
Agreed.
Yes, I suppose that was a bit sudden. I should remember, take intimacy in smaller steps. The point is that I'm here to guide you, and I promise to help you find the strength to see your dreams realized.
Okay... So what's that going to entail then? Chance
Prologue.
encounter.
A chance encounter.
You're still using Gerald's voice for it?
The continent of Fodlan, said to be protected by a goddess, has existed for uncountable ages. Now, 3 ruling powers control the land. To the south is a region held for more than 1,000 years by the Adrestian Empire. To the north is the Holy Kingdom of Fargus, ruled by the royal family and its knights. And to the east, a league of nobles that bends no knee, rules the Leicester Alliance. Though once consumed in war, these 3 powers now exist in relative harmony. Nestled between them is Garreg Mach Monastery, seat of the Church of Saros, the land's widely practiced faith, and a power that helps to maintain peace across the continent. Not far from the monastery, at the northern edge of the empire, is a small village called Ramire, and west of this place stretches a forest where a lone mercenary awaits.
So we were in Leicester to start with, but now we're heading more toward the start of the original game.
Hey, wake up! Ugh, how many times must we do this? Get up already!
Huh? That's weird. I could have sworn I heard someone calling me. Still dark out though.
Hello, yes, I was calling you. Many times, I might add.
Come on, I told you not to sneak up on me like that.
Oh boy.
As if I have a choice. Do you know how many times you would have died by now if not for me? I'll tell you. 22. The 3 times you leapt off a cliff to quote-unquote get tougher saved you. Those 5 mad attempts to dispatch a horde of monsters by yourself saved you. And tonight, despite my repeated warnings, you took the wrong path and ended up having to sleep on a bed of leaves in the middle of the woods.
I don't feel like apologizing. You're being obnoxious.
Hey, you could at least let me pick my own directions. Though I admit, I might have taken a wrong turn.
Finally, some humility. That's almost reassuring. I was starting to think you were incapable of self-reflection. At any rate, we all make a few mistakes along the way. And by we, I mean you. And by a few, I mean far, far more than average.
I mean, you're not annoying, but what is your game by antagonizing him?
Now then, with that out of the way, would you like to know why I've roused you from your mud-caked slumber? Actually, it's probably easier to show rather than tell at this point. Look over there, if you would.
Stop plowing ahead, Claude. You're going to get us lost.
Wait a minute. Oh.
Lost schmost. We've got it on Imperial authority that this is the way to the village.
True, I said there was a village, but how could anyone know where it is in the thick of these mountains? I can't even say for certain where we are in all this gloom.
Okay, new plan. I'll rely on my keen senses to navigate. Lucky for you, they're sharp as an arrow.
Hold, both of you. Someone's here. Another bandit, perhaps?
Oh boy, that's gonna end well. Oh hey, Quintrout. I'm doing quite well. How are you doing?
They're mistaking you for some common backwater thief. What cheek.
Hold on there. I'm no bandit. I'm a mercenary.
Well, that makes everything better.
A bandit would be far less out of place in these woods than a sellsword. What brings you here?
We've no time for an interrogation. Our pursuers are closing in.
Okay, so Shez is being inserted there into the narrative. Okay, that makes sense.
I don't know who you people are or what you want, but I think introductions can wait. You clearly need every blade you can find, and my pockets have been feeling awfully light lately. What do you say?
No pressure then.
Well, since you're here, do you mind stepping in and helping us chase off these scary bandits?
Don't worry about payment. You'll receive plenty of coin. If we survive, that is.
Alrighty. So, Shez changed classes. Alright. Unique abilities. Okay, action, support, and tactical. So next to uncheck the class newly. Okay, cool. Oh, is this supposed to be a remix of Tearing Through Heaven? Like it so far. Stop blocking. How's the game look so far? It's taking a little bit for me to get used to how it controls. Feels less like the original Fire Emblem Warriors and more like Age of Calamity. Or more like a weird mix of the two, actually. Alright, pick up resource pass. Okay, what is this resource? And probably something that we use for... Oh, I recognize you.
There they are! Kill them all!
Here we go.
Fighting for them now, are ya? You can die with your new friends!
Oh, so we were running away from you then, huh? Makes sense. How did we end up here anyway? No matter. But thus far, it's definitely taking me a bit to get used to it, but... Oh yeah, advantage icons. So, weapon triangle still in play? Wait, is it... Oh, it's determined by class, instead of just... Well...
I'll deal with things here. Watch this!
Okay, now we're patrolling Edelgard. How do you play?
With heavily defended enemies.
Okay, that's awesome.
Yeah, right.
Didn't even need a combat art.
And that's how it's done.
Don't overstep, Edelgard.
And this is probably where they introduce the other lords as well.
Well, I suppose my turn has arrived.
Okay.
Awaited this moment.
Yep, already knew that part. Soldier class, okay.
won't allow anyone to stop me.
Let's see. Off topic, would you? Yeah. I've been talking way too fast lately. Press Harn, B for use a vulnerary. Okay, cool. I guess only 3 combat arts then. Let's see, would you ever consider doing Sonic Generations at some point? Also, I tried watching your Xenoblade Chronicles streams, but was quite lost. Well, honestly, given the interest that there has been with the Sonic streams, yeah, I'd be up for that. It's been a long time since I played it. I'd be very curious to see how it holds up now that I've played more of the 2D games.
Just who are these people anyway? All 3 of them have crests.
How would you not know? Units with crest can trigger crest effects under certain conditions. Yep.
They're just a bunch of brats. Stop embarrassing yourself and stand your ground already.
Huh, there's a bit of a shock sound, well, electric effect on them. Interesting. But yeah, I'd be up for doing Generations.
I think it's Claude time.
He would describe it that way, wouldn't he? Alright, weapon combat art or magic, if it's extra effective, gives it a huge advantage. Okay. Huh. So there's various tiers of effectiveness in order to allow them to let flyers be easier to mulch from flyers. Allow flyers to be more easily mulched. Nice. Yeah, what's this do? Okay, that's useful. No. As for, let's see, tried watching your Xenoblade Chronicles streams, but it was quite lost. Yeah, there's...
Well,
I've been going at that game for a while, and it's a little hard to understand on the surface.
Hold on the central road. It would be wise to move through the forest and take down the strongholds as we go.
Try and keep an eye on who we're fighting, and make sure we've got the right person leading the charge at the right time.
Where's all of our friends, anyway? I feel like there should be more people than just us out here. Oh well. So press that during battle to issue orders. Okay, basically similar to the first Fire Emblem Warriors then. Actually, most of the Warriors games now that I think of it. So move to selected location. Alright, so given that there's 4 of them, they're basically asking me to
Let's try this. Let's see
send
how
them in
this
those
goes.
directions. Okay, so looks like...
We will
Just like
proceed
that.
as planned.
Alright, send you against the swordsman.
Here I go. No mistakes. They must learn who they're up against.
Alright, issued orders to all your allies. Use sheds to capture the remainder.
Take a breather.
Guess they really want me to just go in this direction then. Alright, let's seize it. Oh yeah, they gotta show these off too. Great pots you find on the battlefield? Yep. What are these random pots doing in the middle of nowhere? Who knows? Oh, nice. Oh wow, Claude sees that quickly. Well, in that case, I guess I can send Claude after this guy too. Or join Edelgard. Ow, crap!
What sharp defenses. We'll be done before we know it if they're all like this.
Oh wow. The house leaders move quick. I don't know if that's just as a gameplay conceit or what, but damn, they move quick. Yep, yellow tonics to fulfill warrior gauge. Yep.
Strategy nonsense. Get out there and tear them all to pieces.
That's gonna end badly for you.
Okay, how many thugs does this guy have working for him anyway?
Oh?
Repent, foul bandits. The Knights of Seros are here, and we'll cut you down for terrorizing our students.
Okay, so we've got an allied force moving along.
The Knights of Seros? Not now! If I don't kill at least one of them, friends, I'm finished!
Watch out! They're gonna make a last-ditch effort to rush our position.
Yeah, they're not gonna be able to do much. Alright, select all out offensive from orders and all available units will attack a selected target. Oh, that's useful. So how do I do that? There we go. Resume the battle and defeat him? Alright, let's get him. And dead. Huh, almost some kind of leaf effect on those guys.
This is where you die, dogs!
Okay, I should not fight that guy. Okay, there's also an awakening gauge too. Okay. Actually, yeah, oh yeah, because of how that works, that would make sense. Gotta include that somehow, since you can't literally dip from Fire Emblem Awakening.
Do you feel that power? Maybe you can channel it like you did in the other battle.
I feel power surging through me. The time has come to use it.
Ow. Yeah, let me take out this random thief first, then I can check out that power. Nice. Alright, knowing my luck, Kostas is probably gonna take a few hits. Actually, Dimitri was fun. Let's go with them. Okay.
Now do some real
I just realized I sent Dimitri against an axe swinger. This was a bad idea. Ah well, he's my boy in blue, so I got him. Yeah, I'm so convinced.
I'm afraid we must spare no mercy for you.
Stop jumping around and face me already!
Yeah, it's usually standard practice to dodge the guy who's trying to kill you.
And done. You think Fire Emblem and Pokemon would make for a good crossover? Probably. I'm not sure how you would do that crossover, though, given how different they are from a gameplay standpoint.
Is it over?
Alrighty. Okay. Battle rank will grade you based on your performance. Useful. Determined by 3 factors: completion, enemies, and damage. Okay. That's relatively straightforward.
Gotta keep aiming higher.
Alright, defeat enemies to gain experience. Yep. They have battalions in this one as well. Wonder how that's gonna factor in.
I won't let myself stop here.
Okay. That's how they handle MVPs. Oh, combat arts can be upgraded as well? Huh. Any units participating in a battle will receive class experience. Okay, any units participating. If the weapon level increases, they'll be able to equip more powerful ones and attack more times consecutively. Alrighty. Stat boosting items. Alright, something to sell. Weapons. Various collectibles that'll probably be used to gate other nonsense. Alrighty then. So that's how its standard battle will go
Hang
then,
on.
huh?
You're seriously the Imperial Princess, the Crown Prince, and the heir to the Alliance?
Yes. And as the 3 of us are now in your debt, I think formal introductions are in order. My name is Edelgard von Hresvelg, Princess of the Adrestian Empire.
I am Dimitri Alexandra Blathid, Crown Prince of the Holy Kingdom of Fargus.
And I'm Claude von Regan, grandson of the leader of the Leicester Alliance.
Things looked grim there for a moment. Thanks to you, we put those bandits to flight.
Bit of a miracle we ran into you out there, but hey, I'll take it.
Yeah, let's go with
I'm
this.
sure the three of you could have handled the situation just fine without me.
No need for false humility. We'd likely have perished if not for your help.
Don't worry, someone else would have intervened. Maybe.
Well, aren't they an unlikely trio? I wonder why those bandits were after them. Still, it's no concern of ours. We have our own plans to attend to. Now, collect your pay and be off before they get a wild idea and ask you to join them.
What? Why wouldn't we join them, though?
Say, while I have you here, do you know where I can find Remire Village? I took a wrong turn somewhere along the way. I'm looking for a band of hardened mercenaries who follow a man named Gerald. I hear rumors that's where they're camped.
Actually, Remire might just be the village we've been looking for, too. That ring a bell, Edelgard? I don't remember hearing anything about mercs, but...
The name sounds correct, at least.
Gerald's too smart to get smoked out by a bunch of rumors, but they're all I've got at the moment.
In any case, we won't find our own 2 feet in all this dark. We should return to camp and get our bearings before...
Hello there, house leaders. Hello, brave mercenary.
There you are. Wondered when you were gonna show up.
We've mopped up what's left of those rascals. So what say we return to camp? And I insist you accompany us, good mercenary.
Who, me?
You heard the man. We'll wait out the night together and make for the village in the morning. It's a great plan, especially if you want to get paid, as we're a tiny bit short on pocket change at the moment.
Oh, wait a minute. Don't you... Oh, right. In the original game, yeah, they would have left before dawn, so you're gonna miss them.
Yes.
You're gonna miss Byleth.
Those
Haha.
mercenaries you're looking for? Gerald's band, was it? They may be in Remire Village tonight, but there's no telling when they'll move on. If you come back to our camp, we have maps that may help you get one step ahead of them.
This is clearly the wisest course of action. Not to mention that I would enjoy conversing with you further. But of course, the choice is yours.
Ugh, why can't things ever be simple?
Because then we wouldn't have a video game.
All right, no, but just for the night.
Perfect. Then might I borrow you for a moment after we reach camp? There's a matter we must speak about. Nothing alarming, I promise you.
Right then, so off we go? But, if I may, did I hear you mention a Gerald earlier?
Oh boy.
Yes, do you know him? He heads up a pretty elite band of mercenaries, so I imagine his name is spread all over Fodlan by now.
Mercenaries, is it? No. No, it can't be him. Can it?
Wait, has he managed to stay off the grid that... Actually, yeah, it would make sense if he were able to stay off the grid that well.
Well, I'll just have to meet this Gerald myself. After I've seen my duties through, of course. After all, if I don't finish my assigned tasks, I'm mission the point.
I did not miss this part. Thank you for mirroring my impression of it, Jez.
Get it? Missing? Mission? Come now, this is good stuff!
Dimitri, if you start laughing, I swear to God.
That's our Aloise. Come on, let's get moving before he really gets going.
Thank you for deflecting, Claude. You're too kind. Okay, so there are a few of the students out here. Nice! Okay, after a battle, you'll be able to interact with allies back in camp. Or say when your unit to talk to them. Okay. So, first question, am I able to save? Yes, good. Alright then, just in case I want to make a split before the actual split.
Greetings.
Aloise told me all about what happened. Thank you for assisting the class heads. Had anything happened to the students, we all would have had pain and heartache and worse.
By the way,
Reminds me of the previous term when a student who returned home from the academy went missing and... forgive me, I'm rambling. No, you're not! I know exactly who this student is and I'm nervous.
Hey!
Huh, you're not doing voice acting throughout. Okay. I assume you are familiar with the Officers' Academy on the grounds of Garrick Mock Monastery, yes?
If I'm honest,
The 3 young people you assisted earlier are the heads of the Academy's 3 houses. But you'll find other students, teachers, and even members of the Knights of Seros here at this camp. I fear you caught us in the middle of an annual outdoor activity carried out at the beginning of the Academy school year.
that's concerning.
but the situation became quite the mess when that band of brigands attacked us. I wish we could chat at length, but it seems the 3 clan heads wish to speak with you.
What say you?
Alas, I cannot keep you all to myself. This is a great opportunity for you to bond with your rescuees.
Let's see.
Alright, so that's the primary objective then.
Well met.
You know about the 3 houses at the Officers Academy? I only ask because you seem a little bit dense. No offense. Anyway, you've got the Black Eagle House, which is home to folks in the Adrestian Empire. Then there's the Blue Lions, which is made up of individuals from the Holy Kingdom of Fargus.
What are your thoughts?
And finally, there's the Golden Deer House, which has people from the Leicester Alliance. Alright, so this is how they introduce it to everybody who has no idea what's going on.
Thanks.
Hey friend, appreciate what you did back there. We'd have been in a world of hurt without you. Oh, and regarding compensation, Alois told me not to pay you personally. I guess they want to handle it as a church thing? Sorry about that. Hey, as long as I get paid, I don't care who's handing over the coin. Ha, you're definitely a mercenary, alright. Okay, so support points are still here. Speaking of which, have you talked with the others here at camp?
How's that?
I can tell you a little bit about the students in my Golden Deer house. Are they all here right now? Yeah, they probably are, actually.
Who, me? I'm more curious about you, personally. If you don't have anything better to do, I'd be glad to have you join us at Garrick Mach.
And then...
Have you met him yet? At first, I thought he was real serious and persnickety.
And then I met him, and he was still very serious and persnickety.
But that image shattered pretty quick once I noticed him chatting up every girl in the monastery.
Okay, fine.
Hilda's the only daughter of Duke Goneril. Seems like she had a pretty cushy life growing up. Which means she's gotten into the habit of slacking off and making other people do things for her.
As expected.
He's a pretty friendly guy. Though it'd be nice if he talked about something other than muscles.
Agreed.
He comes from a merchant family, but his parents died in an accident. He's had it pretty rough. He's a pretty friendly guy.
Whoops, that's not what I meant to press.
Don't ever treat her like a child. I made that mistake earlier and she nearly took my head off. But she's clearly the youngest out of this year's students, so I don't get what the big deal is. Just another pampered noble, I guess.
You guess.
Ignatz likes the great outdoors. Definitely more than the rest of us, anyway. He's the second son of a merchant family, but says he wants to be a knight. He doesn't really seem suited for it, though. Maybe his parents are making him do it. Oh, Marianne? She's Margrave Edmund's daughter, but that's all I know about her. She doesn't interact with the other students at all. I'll admit, she intrigues me. Leonie wants to be a mercenary. I bet you two would have lots to talk about. You're both pretty frank, too. I just hope you're not as obsessed with saving money as she is.
Is that a suggestion? I guess we'll find out before too long. Let's see what they all have to say.
Oh, hey.
Are you the mercenary who helped Claude out of that little jam?
Huh.
I heard you're super strong, so I was kind of picturing you as one of those huge bodybuilders or something. Sorry to disappoint. I'm just your average guy.
Aww.
Too average if you're at me. Talk about a letdown. Oh, come on, I'm just joking. You're pretty enough to talk to, so I couldn't help myself.
Thanks.
Anyway, thanks for helping Claude out. Makes me wonder how many lines there actually are in this game. Also, the controls out here are real clunky. I don't know if it's because they're using their normal engine or what. Hey, aren't you that merc who helped out Claude and the others?
So...
I'm actually gunning to become a mercenary myself. That's why I enrolled at the Officers Academy.
Right on.
In that case, I hope we end up working together.
Thanks.
Hey, thanks. I'll give it all I've got.
I'll do it.
I'm going to work myself to the bone so I can be just as strong as the captain someday. No clarification under the... Oh god, that's going to be interesting if she mentions Gerald. Oh, there's going to be so many questions surrounding that.
Ah, it is you.
Ah, you must be the famed mercenary of the woods who stepped in unbidden to aid Claude. As the noble representative of the Leicester Alliance, I must offer you my thanks.
Huh?
Oh? I thought it was House Regan who represented the Alliance. On the surface, perhaps, but the reality of the thing is quite different. The one who bears the future of Lester on his shoulders is none other than myself. After all, I am Lawrence Helsman Gloucester. And I do not like you. Nothing has changed.
Can I help you?
Oh,
Hello?
You're that mercenary everyone's talking about. Shez, was it? You're not attempting to curry favor with children of the nobility in pursuit of some nefarious aim, are you? Nah, I was just helping out some strangers. Still, it's always good for a mercenary to have folks like that in his debt. I see. And do you think our mercenary friend is someone worthy of trust, Marianne? What, me?
I'm busy.
Well, either way, we need to be going. We're busy. Yeah. Hey, you're a new face. Are you a student from one of the other houses? You must be that mercenary we've been hearing so much about. What was your name again?
Right on.
Yeah, I'm Shez. Good to meet you. What house are you guys with?
No problem.
We're in Claude's house, the Golden Deer. But we're just regular old common folk. Due to the nature of Lester, we have more students from the commoner class than the other houses.
Please?
I'd imagine you're a commoner yourself, what with being a mercenary and all. Well, I guess that's... Actually, well, technically true, I guess.
Hey there.
Can I sprint? Yes, I can. At least that's the same.
Look who has arrived.
Well, the mercenary who cut down the leader of those thieves. I must say, that was quite the capable display you put on back there. I am Ferdinand von Eyre. There we go. He said the line. We can all shut up now. Legitimate sire of the Eyre family, the foremost house of the Empire. Yeah, I think I've heard of you. You're one of the Empire's big movers, right?
What?
You think you have heard of us? Why, I never. Now see here, my sellsword friend, we are House Eyre, proud eagles of the Empire.
I am on it.
Clearly I must work harder as a beacon to the common folk so they might cry the name of my family from one end of the continent to the other. No pressure then? What are you up to? Hey, Linhart, wake up! Look, I get that you're tired, but we're leaving at the crack of dawn, remember? The bandit attack stole my chance for sleep, so I must... and who might you be? Hey there, the name's Shez. I'm a mercenary who's just passing through the area. Got caught up fighting those bandits earlier, which is how I ended up here.
What?
Wait, so you're the one who took out their boss? You were amazing! I should have given chase and knocked him around a bit myself, but... oh well.
How may I help you?
Thank you for cooperating with the heads of the three houses. It seems like the class had served as decoys to draw out most of the thieves before finding an opportunity to flee. Thanks to that, the others managed to hold fast with only light injuries. Still, it would have been tragic to have any of the heads been seriously injured, or worse. I'm just grateful for all of your help. Ah, yes. You are the mercenary we happened across.
My thanks.
While I harbor some reservations about you, the fact remains that you assisted Lady Edelgard, and for that I offer my gratitude. Happy to help, although I wouldn't mind some details about that whole reservations part.
Right.
My thoughts are mine alone. You need not concern yourself with the matter. As per usual, he's being cagey.
Hello.
You must be the mercenary Yadi told us about. I'm Dorothea. You've heard about the Officers Academy, right? Well, pretty much all of this year's students from Black Eagle House are here at the moment. Well, except for Bernadetta, which is sadly typical. She stayed behind because she was terrified of the idea that we might be attacked in the woods. Can't believe she ended up being right. Oh, sorry. Didn't mean to ramble. Has anyone ever told you you're surprisingly easy to talk to? I do have the power of plot convenience.
What did you need?
Can't believe they talked me into going on this trip. It'll be fun, they said. Nothing ever happens. And then BAM! Disaster and danger everywhere. Thought I was gonna die out there. I was swinging my spear at anything that got within range, but then some girl from the Officers Academy showed up and led me to safety. I tell you, kids these days are graceful and strong. Nothing like the useless punks from my day. That's not the usual saying, but okay.
Please be listening. Listen.
Hello, I am called Petra. I am finding you to be quite fascinating.
Right on.
Hey there, I'm Shez. I'm technically a mercenary, though I guess right now I'm kinda just a drifter.
That has much difficulty.
I do not have understanding. Where are you drifting to?
Yeah, I don't know.
Through the world? You know, just sort of kicking around with no real end goal? Well then.
Thank you.
Ah, there you are. Thank you for your assistance in the previous battle. I'd like to discuss your future if you have a moment. If you find yourself with no place to go after we accomplish our objective, I'm hoping we might hire you on with the Empire.
What do you think?
I can promise you'll be handsomely paid, including the work you did today. So, what say you?
Meh.
I'm not usually hired into service by people quite so high up the food chain. Why the special attention? I value your talent now that I've had the ability to see it firsthand.
On another matter.
By the by, have you spoken with the others here in camp? If you'd like, I can tell you a little bit about the students in my own house, the Black Eagles.
Well, you're certainly not timid. You do realize you're addressing the heir to the Imperial throne, yes? Still, I suppose I admire that sort of freedom. It must be nice not to have your lot in life decided for you. Hubert of House Vestra is my attendant. His family is unusual in that they're noble but lack territory of their own. Hubert is deeply loyal to me, and you can trust him completely. In fact, I imagine he's quite grateful for what you've already done.
Even if he might not express it as such.
That's Dorothea Arnault. She's an up-and-coming songstress in a famous Imperial opera company, or she was, at least. For some reason, she abandoned her musical career and enrolled in the Officers' Academy. She has a very magnetic personality, which I'm sure you'll see. That's for some...
Whoops. Alright, back to this.
Have you spoken with Ferdinand? One conversation will explain him far better than I can. He's the heir to an influential house, which drives him to excel. But he can be quite the handful sometimes.
As expected.
One of our classmates usually stays holed up in the dormitory instead of coming on these assignments. Her name is Bernadetta. If you bump into her, don't be surprised if she screams and runs away. That's sort of her thing.
Yeah, that's pretty accurate.
Caspar is the second-born son of a great and noble house. But as he's not the heir, you might say he joined the academy to make his own way. War and fighting are his sole pursuits, so I bet the two of you will get along just fine. Petra isn't from the Empire. She's the granddaughter of the King of Brigid, which is an archipelago situated off our western coast. You'll find her a quick study, a gifted fighter, and endlessly curious. But always come prepared to talk, because she'll definitely want to pick your brain.
As expected.
Surely you know someone like Linhardt. He's as bright as they come, yet just as lazy as well. That's simply how he is, though. I can't force him to apply himself, but he'll come around. Most likely.
Most likely. Again, pretty much accurate. I feel so many people today that I never want to look at a bandage again. Ah, and who do we have here? No, wait, don't say. Let me guess.
Got it.
You are a brave vagabond knight who appeared to boldly protect me from those brigands earlier. Nah, I'm gonna correct you. Not exactly. The name's Shez. I'm a mercenary. Ah, I see. In that case, I am Manuela, a woman of many faces. Teacher, doctor, songstress. Though I have worked myself to the very bone today. So right now, I'm merely a sad and lonely woman. Of course.
A moment of your time. Quite.
I am Hanneman, a professor at the Officers' Academy. I heard tales of your recent exploits and wish to express my thanks. Oh, and on another matter, do you possess a crest? Crests are some magic noble thing, right?
All in all...
Listen well now. Crests are a power that dwell in the blood, and they are passed down through the generations from parent to child. Those with crests may excel at magic, or perhaps have the ability to wield powerful weapons known as heroes' relics. When I heard about what you did, I thought perhaps you were in possession of one. But seeing your reaction, I imagine you never looked into the matter. If you were to come to my residence at the monastery, I could take the time to conduct a full investigation if you like. It does make me wonder what kind of crest exists, if any. Wait, who's over here? Oh, just a random student.
Hey!
I can't believe how quickly those thugs set upon us. Class heads ran off, people were shouting orders. Oh, but it was a right mess. Say, who are you anyway? I don't remember. Hey, you're one of the surviving brigands, aren't you? Someone! Anyone! Help! Please.
It's you!
We've held these kind of outdoor activities countless times, but I've never seen anything like this happen. Plus, we've got 3 high-ranking noble children here, so the guard was more than double that of a usual year. I think they were nearly killed by some pack of base brigands. It's a real mess, make no mistake. Now we have to find it all, and now I have to find a way to explain it all to Lady Rhea? Ugh. Sounds about right.
Oh, it's you.
You're that new merc, right? Chez? The boar says you have some skill. You'll have to give me a demonstration before we head out. You know what, that would be the first question. Sorry, the boar? Don't worry about it. He's not your problem. Well, I knew that wouldn't get me support points most likely, but still.
Heya!
Oh, you're that mercenary. It's great to meet you. I'm Annette, and this is my best friend, Mercedes.
Hello there.
It's nice to make your acquaintance. Have you already spoken with the others? Most of them, yeah. We've got a real cast of characters here.
The thing is...
Well, isn't someone a go-getter?
That's right.
We haven't even talked to everyone yet, but that's because we only just started at the Officers Academy. You probably know them better than we do.
My thanks.
You assisted His Highness, and have my gratitude. I will see this debt repaid. Oh, I just chipped in a little at the end there.
No.
Little or no, I must offer thanks.
I see.
To be honest, I'd like to treat you to a meal, but we lack the time. Yeah, my voice is not cooperating with me tonight. It's not even night, what am I saying? Then again, I have been sick the last few days.
Hey there.
Oh, you must be that mercenary I've been hearing about. I'm Ash, and I'm a student at Garrick Mock's Officers Academy. Do you know about the Academy? See, there are 3 houses, each based on where a person is from.
Let's see.
Never heard of it. I'm not much for high society and fancy balls and all that.
Right.
I know just how you feel. I was adopted by a noble, but was born a commoner. I actually find it pretty daunting to always be surrounded by the rich and powerful. It's a lot easier to talk to someone like you. We're gonna get along.
Thanks.
Hello, friend. You're the one who helped Dimitri, right? Well, we all owe you for that, so if you need a meal, it's on me.
I appreciate it.
I'm grateful as well. I'd offer my thanks for the meal too, but I heard that you'll be leaving us shortly.
Can we speak a moment?
Oh, and I don't believe I got your name. The name's Chez. Keep it in mind in case you ever need a heavy hitter. I'll do just that. And while it's unfortunate we're parting ways here, I suspect we may have a chance to meet again in the future.
Not good.
Shame we don't have the time to get to know each other a little better, though. I don't want to know what would happen if I had chosen the female avatar, do I?
You have my thanks.
Let me begin by first conveying my gratitude to you, Chez. We are in your debt.
Speaking of which...
Also, I examined a map earlier, and the village where you were headed seems to be a little more to the east.
You're kidding!
Wait, east? Really? I could have sworn it was west. Well, thanks for the tip. I nearly got myself lost in the woods all over again.
No.
Don't be so hard on yourself. This forest lacks the markers to easily find one's bearings. It's little wonder you floundered with no one to guide you. In any case, you should be able to reach the village with no trouble by merely walking toward the dawn sun.
By the way...
You'll be staying until sunrise, yes? I hope you'll take the opportunity to converse with the others here. Of course, now that I've sprung the idea on you so suddenly, you'll likely find yourself at a loss to whom you want to speak to.
How about this?
On that note, I would be more than happy to give you an introduction to any Blue Lion House students.
Your interest flatters me, but I'm afraid I find myself unsure of where to begin. Perhaps I'll have thought of a topic when next we speak. But, you're leaving for that village soon, aren't you?
Don't worry, there will be opportunities.
Dedu hails from the land of Dusker. Perhaps you've heard of it. He tends to keep to himself, but he possesses one of the kindest hearts of anyone I know. I'm proud to call him my vassal. Speak to him, and you'll see why.
Why are you keeping the distinction? I mean, I get that they need to imply the distinction in this game as well, but you're someone who has never maintained that distinction. Then again, there was plenty of time to explore that even with the small bit of dialogue we got in the first game, but seriously?
Felix is the son of Duke Fraldarius. He has a sharp wit and even sharper tongue. But he's a good person at his core. I can attest to that. He has always admired strength above all else in a fighter. I imagine the two of you will make fast friends.
As expected.
I only first met her here at the academy. She seems a gentle soul with great inner strength. From what I understand, she has traveled far and wide throughout both the Empire and the Kingdom. Perhaps that explains her demeanor. In the far south of Fargus lies a manor by the name of Castle Gaspar. Ash is the adopted son of that castle's lord, Lonato. He's an honest boy, well deserving of our trust. I'd like to get to know him better someday, should the opportunity arise.
Out of curiosity, wait, the lockpick support's still in here? Huh. That doesn't seem like it'll be very useful, but then again, this is a Warriors game, so I guess it won't matter that much. I don't know how much I'll be paying attention to stuff like
the
that.
Entirety of the Blue Lion House. She is truly brilliant. I could stand to learn from her single-minded devotion, if only a little.
Oh boy.
Sylvain is the son of Margrave Gautier. You may have already noticed, but he's something of a womanizer. That may be putting it lightly, in fact. But despite his apparent indifference, he possesses great cunning and is quicker on his feet than anyone else here. I've known him long, so I'm well aware.
Indeed.
Ingrid is the daughter of Count Galatea, and she is far more gallant than your run-of-the-mill knight.
Actually, that was probably who saved the soldier earlier.
She has ever been straight-laced and diligent, even when we were but children. It is not an uncommon sight to find her scolding Sylvain for his indiscretions.
As per usual. Looks like Dawn's almost here. First, we must save. Oh wow, we've been here over an hour already? And my voice feels it. And Aloise teleported while I wasn't looking.
I see.
Ah, Shez. Have you spoken with the house leaders yet?
That's concerning.
What? You're leaving? But that won't do.
If I'm honest.
Actually, I was hoping I could ask something of you. Would you hear me out?
My sincere apologies for asking this of you. I know you're heading for Remire Village in order to find Gerald's mercenaries, but... well, perhaps you might consider changing your mind and accompanying us to Garreg-Mach Monastery instead.
And why would I do that, exactly?
Because you've done us a great service, and we don't have the means in camp to properly reward you. At the monastery, however, we can repay your kindness in full. Also, between you and me, this evening's turn of events was quite the embarrassment for the church. We allowed students of the Officers' Academy out of our sight, and house leaders of great political consequence at that. And then they crossed swords with bandits. If word got out, well, let's just say it would sit poorly with everyone. So you see why we must ensure you are well compensated. Also, there may be some papers for you to sign. Perhaps in blood.
This sounds more like hush money than a reward.
Yes, that's exactly what I told the fool knight who suggested it. Me, I'd just as soon send you on your way, but I fear I'm obligated to escort you back.
I wonder if I would have even had a choice at that moment. I'll have to go back through off stream.
Anyway, the whole thing will be much easier if you simply agree to come along. Just as a formality, of course.
I think that was a threat. And here I thought he was a big softy.
Oh, he is a big softy. But he is a knight, so he does have to be serious sometimes.
Well, what do you think? Garrick Mach is in the opposite direction of where we need to be, but this man seems rather set on having us accompany them.
I guess I'm not opposed to helping out a little more. I'll come with you to the monastery, but I'm not staying a single minute longer than I have to.
Bless you, my friend. What a noble soul you are. I'd say you saved my bacon, but that would be utterly hammy.
Please stop. Thank you again, Shez.
Alois, has anyone ever told you that you're...
Yes.
Don't. Some truths are simply too painful to bear. While I'm no expert, I fear the poor man's heart couldn't handle the shock.
Told me what?
Told you how dashing you are in that armor. Not just any man could pull off that look.
Really? That's your deflection?
Ah, you like it? Wonderful. I admit I've received no small share of positive comments on it. There's a grand story behind every last ding and dent. Enough to keep me talking for a week. Why, take this one here.
You have officially regretted your life, Shez.
We heard you'll be joining us at Garrick Mach. Perhaps somewhat unwillingly, I might add. I know this wasn't in your plans, but if it lets us get to know each other better, perhaps it will prove worth it in the end.
Unwilling or not, we've got a long road ahead, so let's try to keep the mood light.
I hesitate to ask this considering you're only here because of us. But, well, are you sure about this decision? The last thing we want is to delay you from your own business. The knights may seem unwilling to bend, but it's not as if you have no say in the matter.
Actually, I see this as just another chance to better myself.
You are more gracious than I. But, as I see you've made peace with it, I will leave the matter be.
Yes, that's quite enough chatter. Let's save our energy for the road. To the monastery!
Off we go then.
Listen, I know this one's on me. I'm the one who roped you into coming back to camp after all. But I'll find a way to make it up to you, I promise.
Thanks, Claude. I know you will.
Hey! Hurry up back there or we'll leave you behind!
You know you've had a busy day when you rub shoulders with the heirs to the Empire, the Kingdom, and the Alliance. I think they're a fascinating group of people myself, but what do you make of them?
We're having this moment too. How many more mirrors do we need?
Seems like Edelgard thinks high enough of me. She's got this elegant air about her, but somehow doesn't hold any disdain for mercenaries. It feels like Dimitri's always checking in on me, every chance he gets. He'll definitely make a good king. The kind...
Whoops. Actually, is there still a... Yeah, there's still a view log button.
It feels like Dimitri's always checking in on me, every chance he gets. He'll definitely make a good king. The kind who looks after his people.
There we go.
Claude's a laid-back kind of guy who doesn't really strike me as noble, and I mean that in a good way. Something tells me he's gonna be easy to work with.
Of course you only pick up on their rosy qualities. You really are a delight. Have I told you that lately? Still, you'd better pick up the pace before you vex these people any further.
Pretty much.
Prologue. 3 houses.
We're still in prologue? We haven't even hit a chapter yet?
Deep in the forest, the mercenary meets a trio of youths, each a student at Garrick Mach's Officers' Academy, and a leader of one of the school's 3 houses. Striking down the bandit chief who attacked the students, brings undue attention to the mercenary, who soon arrives at the hallowed gates of Garreg Mach.
And here we are.
And with that, may I present the mercenary I spoke of?
Greetings. My name is Rhea, and I am the Archbishop of the Church of Seros. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for rescuing our students.
It was nothing. You take a job, you make sure it gets done. That's what a mercenary does.
I see you do not lack for confidence.
However, the reason we summoned you here was not simply to express our gratitude. We have a proposal for you. One made on behalf of the church itself.
What kind of proposal?
Someone told you of the Officers' Academy here at the monastery, yes? We would have you join this academy as a student.
Ah, that's how they drag you in.
You what?
Though you are a mercenary, I understand you are not currently beholden to any one particular employer. Also, the students you rescued are close to your own age. Your life could be greatly enriched here.
Or she's heard about our power and wants to keep us on a short leash. And yet she's taking it almost as a given that we'll accept. It's infuriating.
I mean, this would, if you're getting it for free, that's basically the biggest payout you could hope for, given how expensive it is to even go here. Although, the thing is, I think Shez would be interested in continuing to pursue Gerald, though, so I don't know.
Sorry, but the world's got other plans for me. I can't afford to stay here forever.
Oh, this would not be forever. You would only be enrolled for 1 year. Bear in mind that the Knights of Seros and many other powerful warriors pass through these gates. Whether you seek to someday become an officer, or simply increase your own strength, this environment will undoubtedly aid in your pursuits.
They've really talked us into a corner here. I think I see where this is going.
Alright, I'm in.
A wise decision. We will do all we can to ensure you do not regret it.
I believe you will go far.
If I may, permit me to tell you a bit more about the school itself. The academy is divided into 3 houses and draws in the most promising young talents from every corner of Fodlan. Some are noble-born, while others spring from more humble roots. But within these walls, all are treated as equals. We ask our prospects to spend a year living under the same dormitory roof, so they can challenge each other, work hard, and grow together.
Each of our houses corresponds to one of Fodlan's 3 regions. Edelgard leads the Black Eagle House, which is for students from the Adrestian Empire. Dimitri leads the Blue Lion House, home to students from the Holy Kingdom of Fargus. And Claude leads the Golden Deer House, for students from the Leicester Alliance.
We could select a house for you ourselves, but as all of this was our idea, perhaps we should leave this decision to you. You are something of a special case, after all.
So I can join any house I want?
Yes, you have simply to name it.
No pressure then. So, I'm not sure which one because I'll be going to all of them eventually, because that's what I ended up doing for 3 houses. But, I think for my main run, once the game is out, I'll probably follow the Golden Deer route. But, Blue Lion's best house.
So you wish to join Dimitri's Blue Lions. Are you certain?
Blue Lion's best house.
Yep, that's the one. I'm sure of it.
May you build wonderful and lasting friendships in your new house.
I'll be able to continue this anyway after we're done with it, so I'll probably end up doing multiple streams going through all the houses, so we'll see how it turns out.
Well then, with that taken care of, it's time to decide which of us will supervise which house.
Yes, it turns out we just underwent a last-minute roster change. I guess you two haven't met. This is Professor Yuritsa, our weapons instructor.
Hello.
Nice meeting you, sir. Don't load me up with too much homework, alright?
Do my ears deceive me? Or is that curiosity I hear in your voice, Professor Yuritsa? I thought all the houses were the same to you. Perhaps you should be in charge of our new student's house, hmm?
I don't care. You decide.
Well, you'll certainly hear no objections from me. Professor Manuela, you and I can take charge of the remaining houses.
Wait, you mean I'm stuck with Yuritsa no matter what? How's that gonna work?
What? It's decided already? I was at least expecting a fight. Maybe some hair pulling? And as for you, my mysterious new student, I look forward to getting to know you much, much better throughout the year.
Can you not frame it like that?
The gall of these people making decisions for you. It's enough to make one's head spin.
Right. In any case, I'm looking forward to learning from you, Professor Yuritsa.
I'll inform you of our first mission soon.
Sorry, what mission?
Oh yeah, they gotta explain the gimmicks, don't they?
Oh, did we fail to mention that?
Yes.
Each month, every house in the Academy is given a mission entailing some form of service to the church.
Alrighty. Wait. Are there points where...
Professor Yuritsa told me the good news. Welcome to the Blue Lion House. I'm excited for us to learn and grow together. But for now, please, make yourself at home.
Our whole house has been buzzing since we heard you were getting assigned here. So we're going to treat you to a welcome feast tonight. Assuming you're okay with the fancy offerings at the dining hall, that is.
You saved His Highness's life. That means the whole kingdom owes you one. And I can't think of a better way to get to know each other than gathering around the table for a meal.
Enough chatter. You're a mercenary, right? How's your swordsmanship? You must have some skill if the boar here gave you passing marks. But I won't know for sure until we cross blades at the training grounds. I'll see you there, before dinner.
Oh boy.
That's no way to talk, Felix. You were being rude. Still, I must admit I'm curious as well. Rumor has it you're quite the exceptional fighter.
I'm happy to spar with any of you. Frankly, this brings me right back to my old merc buddies.
Trade blows if you must, but please try not to injure each other. The training grounds can be a little tough to find. Oh, why don't I show you the way later? Trust me, I'm speaking from experience. One wrong turn and you're up in the library staring down the tallest stack of books you've ever seen.
No, I think that's just you, Annette.
Yes, this is the largest monastery in Fodlan, so it's easy to get lost if you let your mind wander.
If you struggle to settle in, say so. You helped His Highness. We are in your debt.
Remember your mission?
We are to stamp out what's left of the Iron King's thieves. If I may, Professor, it seems a bit challenging for a first mission.
But their leader, Costas, has already been dealt with. If the professor thinks us capable of mopping up the rest, I trust his judgment. Good. Prepare yourself.
Of course, Oh, he's gone.
Yep, that's him.
Professor Yuritsa isn't much of a talker. Or easy to talk to, for that matter. I'm certain you'll get used to him. He may be a touch curt, but he's not a bad person at heart.
Oh, I just remembered the connection. Oh god, that's gonna be real interesting to watch unfold.
Still, bandit hunting right out of the gate? This is quite the mission.
After the events in the mountains, I hesitate to put His Highness in further danger.
You worry too much to do. Besides, we have a trustworthy new ally coming with us.
Yeah, let's run with it.
I've given bandits a dirt nap before, and I'll do it again.
Huh, well, I'm convinced.
Whatever the case, we should be doubly prepared. And we'll be counting on our mercenary friend here to assist us.
Yeah, let's be quippy.
Sure thing, Dimitri. You just keep counting, while I'm off racking up all the glory.
2 weeks later, huh? So are we setting out for to meet? Ah, right, this.
There you are, Yuritsa. I have word from the Knights.
It is time?
Yes. The bandits have fled north into the canyon bordering Count Ro's land in the kingdom. But the Knights have cut off their escape, and now stand ready to provide whatever support the students may require.
We'll leave at once.
I needn't remind you, this is the first real battle for some of our charges. I trust you will keep them safe. Though I likely do not need to worry with an old hand like you at their side.
No, you don't. You there. It's time for the mission. Gather the others.
About time we saw some action.
No pressure then.
Lost sight of them?
Ashamed to admit it, but yes. It's possible someone magicked the bandits away. But why go to that kind of trouble for a handful of highwaymen scum?
So be it. We'll follow the blood scent.
Right, of course. We'll follow... Wait, what?
Yeah, I'm in agreement. What do you mean?
We're leaving. Everyone, follow me.
Professor Yuritsa, where are you going? Well, he must have deduced where the bandits are. We should keep pace.
Pathetic.
Professor, it does not seem wise to charge ahead without... Hmm? What's this?
From the look of it, they're bandits. Or they were.
Dead by my hand.
Whoa. Wait, so are these the bad guys we were after?
Most likely. I caught them trying to escape to that fortress.
Interesting. That must be their stronghold.
In that case, we'd better clean the place out before they harm the nearby villages.
They've got their tails between their legs now, so this should be easy. Let's go.
Whoa there. Doesn't this whole fortress thing raise red flags for anyone else?
Oh good, I wasn't the only one thinking that.
I agree. If this is their stronghold, why are there no signs of life?
It could be a trap to lure us in.
And let's charge in anyway.
We'll be heroes if we manage to take out the entire bandit outpost. This is the kind of stuff I live for.
I wouldn't go that far, but I agree we need to investigate, especially if something seems off.
The decision is not ours to make.
That's right. We're still on a mission after all. It's up to Professor Yuritsa.
And I say, enter the fortress. Dispatch any bandits you find.
But isn't it dangerous for us to go by ourselves?
There can't be more than a handful. You should have no issue. If need be, I will intervene.
Yeah, you sound confident, but I've still got a bad feeling about this.
Oh, you'll be fine.
Brace for the worst. No guts, no glory, am I right?
Should things go awry, Your Highness, stay behind me.
If things go awry, I will fall back. And I expect the rest of you to do the same.
I'm more than ready for this fortress. Let's see if it's ready for me.
There we are.
If the professor's with us, I'm certain we'll be fine.
Then it's settled. Stay vigilant, everyone.
Okay. So capture everything. Got it. All right, so I can change. All right, so change to pretty much anyone, or are these just the characters I have to start with? Oh wait, the other four are over in that area. That would be why. And then Yuritsa's in that direction. So we're starting with these four, huh? Actually, this covers most of the important stuff, now that I think of it. So we can rearrange a little bit just for fun, but actually this might be how they show Ash's abilities off. Unless there's something else that I don't know about yet. Okay. I guess that'll be the start of my Blue Lions round. Alright, let's get in there.
We'll put the bandits to rout. Follow me.
Alright. Quick menu 2. Search an allied unit and press to assign them as an adjutant. Okay.
Hey! We got intruders!
Here comes whoever they are. Looks like we'll have to fight our way out of this.
What the heck?
You got my back?
Understood.
Is that Shez? Yep. Nice.
Gotta keep aiming higher.
Bam!
Well, that was something. Moving on.
Let's see what to do.
We will proceed as planned. We must strive to perform to the best of our ability.
Off we
Do
go.
my best. I'm a little... I made it. So this is what real battle is like.
Huh, they put Yuritsa on a horse, huh?
Strike is one.
Alright, fire magic attacks may inflict the burning status. Units afflicted with burning will continually take damage. Okay.
I'm not letting you pass. My life depends on it.
Now we know who to kill to open the gate.
We will
Huh.
proceed as planned. We must...
You probably won't do super well against him, but you know what? Alright, capturing adjacent strongholds. Okay, cool. Down you go. Ooh. So there are weapons to collect as well. Nice.
I tried to stop him.
Alright, who's
Secure
next?
the interior. This place is bigger than I thought. Split up.
I pray they find peace in the grave.
Thank you to do.
I got this.
And die.
A treasure chest. We'll need to find the key.
Or I can just send Dash in that
You can
direction.
open without one if you want. I'm not exactly proud of that skill, but...
I was all ready to grab a nice haul from that chest. And now those intruders are all over the thing.
Not a problem. I've got this.
Leave this to me.
I know who has the key.
Okay.
We will proceed as planned.
Dimitri. Oh, did I not actually? Yes, I did. Alright, keep moving. New accessory. Okay. Wind magic. Okay. We'll inflict the wind torn status effect. So suffer heavy damage after being launched into the air. There we go. Okay, this is going way too well to start with. No matter. Guess I'll send Dash in a different direction.
I'm a little nervous about this. I'll do my best.
I've awaited this moment.
In the meantime, I can make sure that whatever key is that was dropped is picked up. Anything interesting over this way? Nah, just a random base captain. Okay, so the shock status. So discharge electricity when sent flying. Okay.
We will proceed as planned.
We must. This mission has gotten out of hand.
I suppose this isn't exactly a trap. I still don't know what to expect from where.
Actually, there's still large parts cordoned off. Why do I get the feeling that things are about to get real interesting?
Strike is one.
And done. So it looks like there's only one more that we need to seize. Looks like Ash is already making a move on it.
We will proceed as planned.
You'll have an easier time going after that one than the rest of us.
Best of our ability.
I do like that music though. Music's really nice. Okay, cool, so that's what those look like.
Let us crush the defenses.
Not a problem. I've got this.
Leave this to me.
I've awaited this moment.
It's an old structure, but very well built. These
Huh.
Ruffians are lucky
Perfect
to have
dodging,
such a
huh?
perfect hideout.
This stronghold will fall.
Boom! Anyone else to worry about? Oh crap, that hurt. Oh shoot, that broke my weapon, didn't it? Because Dimitri.
Yeah, right.
There we go.
There. We've taken control of the fortress. Now, take a breather. Let us have a look around.
Search the basement. Something is amiss.
Oh boy, we're investigating a dungeon. And
Hey, there's a
what?
prisoner down here. She looks like an academy student.
Wait, what? That is the most random. Also, I'm gonna need everybody to converge on you, aren't I?
I've got this.
Alright, rip and tear until it is done.
Are you here to rescue me?
Are you all right? What are you doing here? Never mind. We can discuss that later.
Thank you for saving me.
Huh.
Don't let the girl escape, or Kranya will make us wish we were dead.
Oh. Yes, it is actually Monica. Oh no.
We must take the girl and run.
I'll do my best. I'll back them up.
We will proceed as planned. I will move to us. We will proceed as planned. Allow me to help.
Alrighty, off we go. Yep.
They're after the girl. Well, we shook this hornet's nest, so it's on us to keep her safe.
Still here.
Alright, that's enough of you.
Just leave me alone already!
More bandits. Perhaps.
Let's hurry up and get rid of them.
Well, they're already dead.
Hurry.
Not a problem. I'm here.
Alright, you go ahead. I need to level Dimitri
Sorry
a little.
I'm slowing you down. The world is still a little wobbly at the moment.
Alright, where's the way forward?
Now's our chance to give him the slip.
Oh. I'm going hunting, it seems like.
Eluded us. Leave none alive.
You got it. You guys can guard Monica, right?
More are coming. These are no mere bandits.
Yeah, you guys have got this. You're fine. You're fine.
Here I go. I'll show you what I can do.
Oh, jeez. I'm letting you take way more damage than I probably should, Ash. And dust.
Good. That's the last of them.
My turn?
Not today.
Man, they let me get away with a lot by just having Monica take 0 damage. Not that I'm complaining.
I'll do my best. Let's move. Let's move. I'll do my best. I'm a little nervous.
Alright, let's switch the adjutants up real quick. Okay.
Let's take it for ourselves.
I've awaited this moment.
We should be safe here. I mean, I hope we are at least.
Take it away, Your Majesty.
Can we at least kill this guy?
I will not let you down. Stand down.
Boom!
All right. Who came in here and trashed my beautiful stronghold?
As expected.
Hi there.
just call me the lady that's about to murder you. Or, you know, don't.
Isn't it a little early to be running into you?
So be it. Kill her.
Oh, this is gonna go so well. You have anything to say about this, Yuritsa? Alright, go through guard.
If you've got any pretty last words lined up, now would be the time. Not that I'm going to pay attention. Oh, you're not going anywhere, Monica. I have something very special planned for you.
Down you go. Oh, hey, cool Mega Man, how are you doing? It's been an interesting day. Glad to be here. And you get out of my face. There we go.
Asked for it. Release the creature we captured.
Oh, great.
Some sort of beast. Get ready, everyone. We have to take it down. We will proceed as planned. We must.
Alright, you guys go deal with that. I'm gonna have fun grinding first. Huge enemy. Alright. Main weaknesses will be displayed at the top of the screen. Protected by 4 barriers. This is an awakened attack. Okay. Oh, this is gonna be pain. This is gonna be a pain in the ass.
I think I've grown.
All the numbers in the world won't save you.
Don't worry, I'll find a way anyway. And die. Let's make sure you get finished off so there's no loose ends. Down you go. Actually, I haven't seen how Dedue plays yet.
I'm going.
Oh wow, level up already? Is it for Shez? Yes.
Gotta keep aiming higher. Stand your ground.
Let's see. Spellbound. Move slower and have lower defense and resistance. And guarding won't reduce damage taken. Okay. So dodge like baby anyway, as per usual. Boom.
Let's begin.
Alright.
It's time.
I shall take the lead.
Ow.
I am here to aid you.
This is going to be a long fight.
Strength fades. Don't let up.
Here we go, and bam! Alright, health bar number 2, here we go. Let's switch up to Dedue, start knocking these health bars down. Ah, didn't dodge in time. Bam! Huh, killed it too quickly.
A demonic beast? Impossible! Talus isn't going to like this at all. You'll pay for this. You'll all pay.
Why would you say that name out loud? Then again, you're showing your face without being
Names are
disguised,
wholly
so...
unfamiliar to me. But at least we won the day.
Whew. Okay, so... didn't get part-time, but everything else was fine. Alrighty. See, played Sonic CD Steam Edition. It's great with mods. That is the benefit of having the Steam version, so either way. How's the rest of the team looking?
I think I'm improving.
I hope you're improving.
I won't let myself stop here.
Gonna have to drag out the other students for too long.
Gotta keep aiming higher.
Oh, nice. Oh, wow. Matri leveled that fast.
Hey, new power. All right.
When the unit's class level increases, they can gain new combat arts, magic, and abilities. Alright, useful.
I can't wait to test my newfound strength.
This will help everyone out.
Alright, some weapons have attributes of some kind? Okay. Several different types. Multiples of the same weapon can have different attributes. Oh, right, yeah. That's gonna make things fun to keep track of. Oh, nice. Sega said when Origins comes out, the Steam editions of CD will be deleted. Yeah, I'm not happy with how Sega's been handling Origins. They had a slam dunk with it, but then they keep
here for the time being.
and then they keep making really dumb mistakes. Either way,
I'm well acquainted with Professor Yuritsa, but the rest of you are this year's Blue Lions, I presume?
That's correct. But if I may, how did you come to be wearing our uniform? Also, how do you know Professor Yuritsa? Were you enrolled at the Officers' Academy?
She's one of last year's students. A Black Eagle.
That would make you our senior, but what are you doing in a place like this?
Well, I was just on the verge of graduation last year when I was kidnapped by the strangest people. In truth, I thought I'd never breathe fresh air again. Thank you for coming when you did. Oh, where are my manners? I'm Monica von Ox, eldest daughter of the Empire's Baron Ox.
Yep.
Yes. I think I understand. This all began when the Knights lost sight of the bandits and you gave chase. Afterward, you entered a suspicious fortress and rescued a missing student. Well, there's nothing wrong with that. I'll be sure to smooth things over for you once we're back.
Sounds good. But, why are you even here, Alois?
Because the Knights sent for help after you left them behind. Did you expect anything different? Not that I'm trying to lay blame at your feet. I know you were following Professor Yuritsa's lead, so I think everyone involved can head home knowing they did just swell. For as you know, all swell that ends swell.
You've already made that joke in 3 houses. I know different timeline and all that BS, but come on. Agreed.
Still, I find this a rather grave turn of events. To think the same bandits who attacked our charges were behind another student's abduction.
I never said I was kidnapped by bandits.
You didn't?
We saw others in the fortress. People who were clearly not bandits. This is just a thought. What if they were the ones truly in charge, and the bandits mere pawns?
Wait, are we already getting to unearth what's going on there plot? Where are they going with this?
Yeah, there was one real piece of work. Kranya, I think, who managed to escape. I've seen all kinds of people as a mercenary, and she was definitely not your everyday bandit.
You're on the right path. Perhaps I should just tell you who kidnapped me, seeing as I already know.
What? Why didn't you mention this earlier?
Yes, why didn't you?
Everyone was busy speculating, so it was difficult to cut in.
Okay, that's fair.
What do you know, child? Out with it.
Well, the one who kidnapped me was Tomas the librarian. I'm certain of it. I could tell from his gait, and how he held his staff. I suppose he isn't the simple scholar you think he is.
Tomas? Impossible!
But Tomas has been at Garreg Mach even longer than I have. I don't want to believe it, but based on what you say, we've no choice but to investigate.
But Sir Alois...
Be on guard. If Tomas is in league with Kranya, he is dangerous.
Wouldn't you know, though, Yuritsa? You know what? I'm not going to speculate as to why. You know what? That's something I'll have to mull over with how I stream these, because I know everything. Well, a lot already, based on how things played out in Three Houses, so I know they're on the right track. But how much do I say when it comes to spoilers of that game?
Very well. I will quietly report the matter to Lady Rhea and leave the decision in her hands. Not a word of this to anyone. Is that clear?
So what's
Well,
Monica's fate
now
then?
things are getting interesting. Honestly, did not see this coming. So what do you make of this Kranya? Why do you think she was at the fortress?
You seemed preoccupied with her during the battle. She a friend of yours?
Sadly, I wouldn't know. My memory is but a shadow at this point.
Then why help us at all? What would have driven you to that?
Gone, vanished, lost. I remember meeting you, but before that, nothing at all. And yet, the moment I saw her, I was struck with the most inexplicable feeling.
You're not a creation of them, are you?
I couldn't tell you if it was revulsion or affection. It was simply pure emotion.
And here I thought I had it tough.
Are you worried about me? How adorable. Oh, but I do love that about you.
And so, the knights have been ordered to apprehend Tomas. As it happens, he's been absent from Garreg Mach for the last several days. They are using this opportunity to prepare quietly, and intend to seize him upon his return.
Why are you telling it to us then? Then again, we were all on the mission, but still. Given Sylvain, are you sure we won't talk?
Hard to believe someone within the monastery was working against us.
It's shocking, yes, but we have testimony from the very person he abducted. Not to mention all the other evidence they found. No surprise they want to bring the guy in.
This could be our only chance to find out about his co-conspirators.
So who is this Tomas guy anyway? You say he works in the library?
He used to help me track down all manner of obscure books. I always thought he was just a kind old man. Tomas is the last person I'd picture as a murderous kidnapper.
I asked around, and it seems he's been in his current position for over 40 years. Why he'd choose to lash out at the church now is beyond me.
Maybe his feelings aren't new. There could have been troubling signs for a while that we aren't aware of.
To be fair, as far as they know, they haven't been around for very long, so the only people who could really speak to that are Rhea and... Actually, not even Sedith. Rhea's pretty much the only one. Well, Alois technically, but still.
Even if that's true, what is the point of kidnapping a student?
Ransom, maybe? The kidnapped student is from an imperial house.
Or maybe he wants to tarnish the church's reputation.
Wow, look at you reasoning things out. Your new friends must be rubbing off on you.
Your Highness, did this man hire the bandits that attacked you in the mountains?
That's what I'm told, but I've yet to confirm it. There is evidence that seems to link them.
I don't know about you, but I'm going to feel a lot less safe after this.
You're not alone. Rumors are flying around the monastery about who else might be a traitor.
Wait, so much for bringing him in quietly.
You'd think the church would do a better job vetting the people they employ.
Maybe it's not so easy to... Hey, do you hear that? Something's happening outside.
Are they ready at the gates?
Yes, sir. Every exit is covered.
Well, well, it sounds like Tomas has returned. I don't know why I know this, but you need to get out there, and quickly.
I think he's here. I'll be back.
Shouldn't we take a moment to... Very well. We'll be right behind you.
Yeah, we don't really have time to discuss this. Let's just go.
There he is!
That man down there.
Lady Rhea wants to speak with you. I suggest you accept.
This doddering persona of mine will benefit me no further.
What is this?
He seems to realize he's been made.
Familiar, right?
Huh. So you...
Such hubris from mere vermin. You will pay for this.
Why would you show your face and then immediately run off?
What he did was just like...
Huh. Now I'm intrigued. Now I'm very intrigued. Where are they going with it? We're still technically in... I wonder where they're going with the story then.
Prologue. Crisis in Ferdiad.
We're still technically in prologue?
Upon his return to Garreg Mach, the humble Tomas shapeshifts and flees, and not even the Knights of Ceres' most concerted efforts can track down the erstwhile librarian. Dmitri elects to keep an eye on events from afar and not involve himself in the disturbance. Soon, however, an urgent message arrives from Ferdiad, capital of the Kingdom of Fargus.
What's drawing him home?
Well, that was certainly an unexpected conclusion to the whole Tomas saga. Thanks to his shapeshifting ability, he slipped free of the Knights and escaped.
Shapeshifting?
Yes, that's what I said. Also, I know what you want to say next. His powers are just like the ones you gave me.
Oh look, at what everybody suspected.
His powers are just like the ones you gave me. Are you in league with him, Arval? Where do these powers come from?
If I am in league with him, no one has informed me. All I have is you, my dear partner in destiny. Still, I saw what you saw. Clearly, we don't have a monopoly on shapeshifting.
Now that everyone knows about Tomas, some of them must have connected the dots back to me. At least they've had the grace to keep it to themselves.
It's because they trust you. Hold on, someone's coming.
So, is this a night and we're being woken up, or are we just daydreaming?
There you are.
Daydreaming.
Something wrong?
No, I simply wanted to check in after the unsettling events of the other day.
I kinda try not to dwell on stuff like that, but I admit I'm having more trouble shrugging this off than usual. It's gonna make my life a lot harder if my powers end up being evil.
Perhaps. And yet... How do I put this? Power is neutral. The good or evil of it comes from the one who wields it. For example, I possess extreme strength, and have always believed this gift was bestowed upon me so that I might protect others. And you used your power to save us, which means it cannot possibly be evil.
Didn't mean to fish for sympathy there, but... well, thanks.
My apologies if I overstepped.
I've been looking all over for you, Prince Dmitri. Her Grace the Archbishop is asking for you.
Sorry, I recognize the voice from someone I've been playing recently. Oh dear. Then again, you did show up as additional voices in 3 houses, so that shouldn't surprise me.
She requests that you come to the audience chamber immediately. Duke Fraldarius has arrived for a visit.
Rodrigue is here? I'm on my way. Let us continue this discussion later.
This ought to be interesting.
Hold on. What did you say?
I've only just heard the news, so I'm a bit hazy on the finer points. But it seems my uncle has seized control of the capital and declared war on House Fraldarius.
Wait, seriously?
All signs point to him wanting to stamp the line out entirely.
That's Felix's family, right? They're one of the kingdom's leading houses. What does the royal family gain from eliminating them?
I'd wager it has to do with House Fraldarius supporting my claim to the throne.
The bigger question is why the Grand Duke chose to launch an offensive now of all times.
Whatever the reason, he must have decided to act before His Highness's coronation could take place.
My uncle claims House Fraldarius is attempting to install me as their puppet.
So, wait a minute. Isn't the Grand Regent someone who stuck around through the entirety of Part 1, though? What difference would be made here that wasn't made elsewhere?
As such, he issued a written appeal to the Western Lords to help him rescue me from the Duke's foul clutches, as he puts it.
In what cruel world would our noble house take the reins of a boor like you?
Don't ask me, it's his pretext.
So what exactly is going on in the capital? You said it's been seized.
Oh dear. I do hope nobody there has been met with foul play.
He's in no position to engage such a move until I've been removed from the situation.
I say the Regent should be dealt with. I haven't heard one good thing about his leadership.
I've no intention of becoming a pawn in this game. All the same, I must return to Fargus at once. Didu, you will accompany me.
As you wish, Your Highness.
Felix, I'm sure your father will contact you soon. For now, just wait for Rodrigue to weigh in.
What has you nervous, Ash?
Ash?
Sorry, it's just that Lenato used to be in the Grand Duke's service, so...
Oh no, is there gonna be full-blown... Oh no.
He is a man of compassion. It's not out of the question he'll be swayed to my uncle's side.
Oh no.
Truth be told, we're not sure where anyone's allegiances lie at this point. So let's not hasten to conclusions, any of us. We must all keep level heads.
Oh no. This is gonna end badly.
I'm told you are sending the knights to help us, Lady Rhea. I do not wish to sound ungrateful, but are you sure you want to do that?
The Church of Seros cannot overlook this grievance.
Regrettably, many of our knights were dispatched elsewhere several days ago on another matter. However, while we may lack numbers, we have put together a unit of considerable skill. It will be captained by someone near and dear to you, in fact. Someone well suited to a mission within the kingdom.
Oh, are we getting Catherine?
Someone near to... Ah, of course. That is encouraging.
Since its very inception, we have watched over the kingdom of Fargus as one would their own child. When its peace is threatened, the Church has no choice but to act.
I have not forgotten your outpouring of aid after my father's passing 4 years ago. And I swear to repay that kindness in full.
One other thing. A suggestion, if you will, from the Church.
Interesting. So she wants all of us to go with you?
Yes. This time, the Knights of Seros will be accompanying us, in addition to Professor Yuritsa.
Well, I certainly don't mind. But Annie and Ash, what about you? You know I'm always behind you. But considering what it means for my uncle, I don't know. House Dominic's lands are surrounded by other houses that are likely to support Rufus's claim. If I join you, it could sour my family's relations with our neighbors.
I'll go. I mean, of course I don't want to get Lenato into any trouble. But I also know he'd want me to do what I think is right.
I'm sorry to place such a difficult decision on your shoulders, Ash. And what of you?
I'm in. The more time I spend here at the Academy, the more I miss actual fighting. Besides, I want to use my powers to help. After all, the good or evil of a thing comes from the person wielding it. Am I right?
Bit early for that turnaround, but I'll take it.
Indeed it does. You have my thanks.
There you go again, throwing yourself headlong into the first conflict you find. No wonder I have to keep stepping in to guide you. Still, we basically have no choice, so run wild, I guess.
I'll inform you of the details soon. Please ensure you're prepared by then.
Alrighty then. Back into the fray, I suppose. Oh. Well, Mega Man's back. Okay, when you think of Sonic, have you played... I'm not familiar with that one. What's the acronym stand for? We'll be in Ferdiad before we know it. Guess I should see what the others are up to. What are...
Have you need of me?
Do you know what sort of life His Highness led while he lived in Ferdiad before coming to the Academy? Well, I'll tell you. Under the pretext of guarding him, the Grand Duke provided an escort who watched his every move at all times. Despite having committed no crimes, he was basically put under house arrest. Word is they even read his letters. Can you imagine? Sadly, we minor knights on the fringes could do little for him. But this time I'm going to help. That's why I fled the capital and came running here. Stands for Sonic Roboblast 2. I'm not familiar with that game, so no.
So listen.
Rufus has always been a sharp one, I tell you what. None could ever match him when it came to political acumen. But while everyone recognized his talent, he had no crest, so the throne ended up going to his younger brother, Lambert. Oh. Lambert was the polar opposite of his brother in nature and temperament, but he possessed a natural genius in matters of tactics. Can't help but wonder what would have been if the pair of them could have worked together to govern the kingdom.
Got a second?
Hey, cheer up, Felix. Your dad's getting worried. I know how unpleasant it feels to have people make weird claims about your family. Don't act as if you have it all figured out. That sort of thing would never bother me.
Nah.
So if that's not what's bothering you, why do you look like you just got punched in the gut? Because a certain someone's indecision is making me sick to my stomach.
Not good.
Look, if you're that concerned about His Highness, you should just say something to him. Why should the job of cheering him up fall to me? Because you're his friend?
Do you have a spare moment?
As a member of House Brennius, the present situation is one I simply cannot leave be. To begin with, His Highness Dimitri's succession to the throne was duly agreed upon, and acknowledged by the Archbishop herself. After the death of His Majesty, my house and the other lords made preparations with that intent. If the Grand Duke would now attempt to overthrow that agreement, I won't let it stand. But why turn at this point? Oh hey, Rodrigue.
Nice day we're having.
Well now, are you a student at the Officers Academy? I am Rodrigue Shield Fraudarius, the very man at the center of the maelstrom we find ourselves in. You have my apologies for getting you involved in this recent discord. Hey, the name's Shez. I'm working with the Blue Lions, at least for the time being. Then we are well met.
Would it bother you?
Military strength will be essential if we are to take the royal capital, so I would ask your aid in the matter if at all possible. Well, that's why I'm here, I guess.
Got a sec?
Don't look so glum, Dimitri. Everyone fights with their family at some point in their lives. You've a wit like a rapier. Perhaps I'd do well to pick up on Perhaps I'd do well to pick up on a bit of that cheer. I had a missive sent to my uncle, but I'd wager I'll not receive a reply.
I implore you.
Please, continue with preparations so we can set out immediately if the fighting starts. So...
What are your thoughts?
Did you know there's a whole town under Garreg Mach? A bunch of suspicious characters live there. Yes, they're great people. They call it Abyss. I wonder what those folks are really like. The church leaves them alone though, so they must not be involved in that business with Tomas.
What's going on?
There are rumors floating about regarding the Grand Duke of Etha. Perhaps you have heard them? People claim he had the previous king assassinated, and that he was involved in the tragedy of Duscur. And while most rumors are not but a wind, something about these seems strangely credible. There have long been whispers about the Duke There have long been whisperings about discord between the Grand Duke and the late king, not to mention the man's relationship with His Highness. So that's gonna be a setup and a half, isn't it?
Hey you.
She isn't here? No, I thought for sure she'd show up for a fight in the kingdom. Who isn't here? Why, Thunder Catherine, of course. She's a swordswoman who wields one of the hero's relics. She's the most powerful of all the knights, and I thought this would be a chance to go head-to-head with her and see who could bury the most enemies. But hey, if she's not here, she's not here. I'll just have to beat our foes twice as hard. I had a business meeting coming up in Ferdiad, but that's been cancelled. It's hardly the time for that now. I'm sure you can remember that the king went to meet with the leaders of Duscur, yes? Well, they were beset by attackers from Duscur on the way there. All were killed. Only the young prince made it. Someone marshaled an army and sent soldiers to raise Duscur immediately. In the meantime, Ferdiad is all in chaos without a king. Duscur really made a mistake here. We're all going to be punished for the actions of a few extremists. Still, considering what they did, maybe they deserve it. Oh, that's why they're setting up the tragedy of Duscur for anyone who hasn't played this. Played the first one. I suppose that means we can no longer trade with Duscur. Shame. There's gold to be mined near Gwynrevar, and their blacksmiths are exceptional. No matter what, don't do anything until I return. Interesting. I loathe the Grand Duke. He tried to harm His Highness on countless occasions. Wait, really? His Highness's first campaign was suppressing the rebellion in the west. That too was a plot of the Grand Duke. Only because of Australdarius did His Highness emerge unscathed. Assassination attempts continue unceasingly in the palace afterward as well. And given what happened with King Lambert and Duscur,
well,
His Highness must be aware of the man's ill intent. Huh. So that's what's going to form the basis of the power struggle then, huh? Why do I get the feeling we're not taking out the Grand Duke? Not yet. To be honest, I'm a little afraid of His Highness. I mean, he's definitely a good person. Don't get me wrong or anything. He's usually got a somber look on his face, but instructions to his troops are always clear. But still, that face. They've got no idea what's going on in his head. Is he sad? Is he calm? It's impossible to tell. And he was born with that inhuman strength of his, right? Sure makes him hard to approach. What if I make him mad? I suppose we'll see. I suppose we'll see anyway.
Indeed.
That knight can't be Gustav, can he? True, he claims his name to be Gilbert, and yet... I never would have believed that the man who abandoned his country would return at this late hour. Oh, that's not who we're getting instead of Catherine. Unless Catherine is here and we just haven't seen her yet. Well, she's not in the camp, unless she's... Nope. Okay. Kind of curious, though. So who can I equip on who? So where is the place that I go to re-equip weapons? Not that it'll make much of a difference this time, but I suppose there will be time for that later.
This way.
I am Gilbert, charged with commanding the Knights of Seiros in the coming battle. Should the need arise, I hope you will rely on me. I will not permit any harm to come to the students of the Officers' Academy. That's good to hear. I can tell that you know what to do with a sword. It is perhaps my only saving grace. However, that does not mean every one of the Blue Lions will be joining us.
Let's see.
Yeah, I guess Annette must have had some reason for not coming along, huh? I suppose so, yes. Yeah, some reason indeed, eh? I'm starting to think that's the real reason.
Oh, that's right.
Now that I think about it, I heard something when we were leaving Garreg Mach. Evidently, Professor Yuritsa set out for the Imperial capital along with the Black Eagles. And if I'm not mistaken, most of the Knights of Seiros had some sort of business which kept them from joining us on this mission. I'm certain it's not Academy related, but I wonder what Annie and the others are doing. Huh. I'm definitely gonna want to play the other demo versions.
Got a minute?
Demo runs anyway. After the death of the previous king, most of the royal knights were apparently taken under the command of Rufus, the Grand Duke of Etha. Some portion escaped the capital and rejoined with us here, but not all. There are evidently still some in Ferdiad who are resisting, and I want nothing more than to help them. You'll get your chance.
Well,
Are you sure this is okay, Ash? Leonardo was once a servant of the Grand Duke, after all. Yes, when he learned of the circumstances, he told me to hold on to what I believed was just.
Yeah,
Sorry, I'm still not getting used to all this nobility stuff. Who's this Lord Leonardo guy again? Leonardo was the head of House Gaspard, and also my adoptive father.
Let's give it a go.
Which is exactly why I'm going to do what I believe in, Ingrid. Don't worry. Maybe you really are suited to be a knight, Ash. Well, since that I'm pretty sure the story is already forked, I may as well just set this as my permanent save for the Blue Lions route.
Greetings. You have my thanks.
I see you have spoken with everyone. The consideration is much appreciated. We shall depart the moment everything is ready. Please be sure to rest until then. Here we go. I'll be uploading a speed run of...
stamped out most of the troops who invaded Fraldarius. As things stand, a clash on royal soil and eventually within the capital is inevitable. As you are the only blood kin I have, my lord, I pray we might find a way to resolve this conflict peacefully. What rubbish. He sings of conciliation, but I know a threat when I read it.
You are... you are not pretty. It's like looking at, what is it, Sylvain's brother all over again? Oh dear. Anyway, what was chat saying? I'll be uploading a speed run of that game I mentioned if you want it when it releases. Then yeah, you might need to remind me once it's out. But I'll take a look.
Shouldn't you take better care of a letter from your dear nephew, my lord?
Oh no, I know exactly where this is going now.
He's not expecting a reply. The creature means to slay me.
Your fear of Prince Dimitri runs deeper than I thought. You shouldn't have missed your chance 4 years ago in Dusker, or 2 years ago during the suppression of the rebellion. That's twice you failed to kill him.
I've learned my lesson. A lion's cub is still a lion, and one cannot slay a lion with a clumsy scheme. It's those monstrous eyes, Cornelia. They terrify me.
They should. I've seen what happens when you piss him off.
The boy is a vicious animal, yet he attempts to feign actual grief that we can't find common ground. The aberrance of it shakes me to my core.
Well, he doesn't know that if you... Well, actually, if you're speaking with Cornelia like this, you probably were involved in the tragedy of Dusker, so, he probably doesn't know that. Otherwise, you would have been dead meat a very long time ago.
I understand completely.
Every night since I killed my brother, I dream a lion is ripping out my throat.
You'll run yourself ragged if you live your days in fear of revenge.
Oh no, wait a minute. Oh, wait, you were involved. Wait a minute, but if you've been Grand Regent this whole time, you just opened up a plot hole in 3 houses. Good job.
You were meant to rule Fargus, and you have the power to make it so. Your royal army is the finest in the realm, and if I may be so bold, you also have me. Put your worries to rest, my king. Sleep deeply and without fear.
I'm so utterly tired. Tired of being afraid. Tired of what I've become. All of it.
I see. And how much longer until Tullus gives the word?
I know only that something is amiss in the Imperial capital.
I'm gonna wish I were playing the other route, aren't I?
Curse it all! I am not waiting 1,000 years for that doddering old fool to act.
You've waited quite a while at this point. Why would you act now?
Rally the Western Lords and their troops, and be quick about it. Have them make ready to intercept that whelp.
As you command, Cleobulus.
So this is indeed the real... Well, this is indeed the agent.
According to our scouts, the enemy has positioned their troops on the capital streets.
So they can use the townsfolk as shields when we take the fight to them. With vulgar tactics.
Well, now that we know their strategy, our next move will be critical. A victory stained with the people's blood achieves nothing. We'll need to move our forces swiftly, but with caution. To do, has there been a reply from my uncle?
Nothing of yet.
I thought not. Your Highness, will you truly be able to strike Rufus down when the time comes? I will do what is required of me.
Preparations are complete, Your Highness. The people are waiting for you, Dimitri. Let's not keep them any longer.
No, we'd best not.
You're our commander, but you look like you're heading for a funeral. Could you maybe try not being so insufferable?
Apologies for my demeanor. I've more than a few things on my mind.
Oh boy.
But very well. Let's begin our final war, Council.
You look pale. Not keen on fighting your own blood?
Sadly, I saw this fight coming long ago.
Then what's the problem?
Now that I've brought the fight to the streets of the capital, I wonder if my actions are right. Most of the people here favor keeping the royal line of succession. That's because my father and the kings before him maintained peace inside these walls. But ever since my uncle seized power, the people have been forced to endure his licentious reign. Did you know they asked me to assume the throne before my time at the academy? They said only a true king could undo Rufus's misrule.
So why didn't you?
Because it would have divided the kingdom, just as it's doing now. Yet had I supported my uncle's claim, it would have been open rebellion. And the only way to prevent such a rebellion is to invade the capital and kill the regent. In other words, I cannot restore my grandfather's peace without first breaking it.
In that case, there's no reason to hesitate. You know fighting is the only answer here. You just have to accept it.
My apologies. I have a bad habit of agonizing over such things.
That'll change.
And as all of you have come this far to help me, the least I can do is make an attempt at optimism.
Okay. So, we're to seize the central area. So, before starting, you can adjust which units to deploy. Okay. Alright, we're able to bring the whole house in then, huh? Good. Who do I want charging into the fray then? So I can't move Shez around, which makes sense. Dimitri's definitely staying. Mercedes can't join us. Well, Annette can't join us, so... Let me think... Hand over that. Yeah, may as well make you a little harder to kill. Ooh, we've got all sorts of other stuff now. So why can't I equip those? Oh, because they're for weapons I don't have equipped yet. Hello, cat. You probably want out, don't you? Let me open the door real quick for you. It's hot in here anyway. Okay. Let's see. What else we got? Probably don't have anything else that I can worry about here. Nope. I'm pretty sure the Venom Edge and the is the only thing that I explicitly got, so I think that's the only weapon that I can throw down. So I'll be able to command these guys to go in different directions, and theoretically they'll gain experience as well. Doesn't look like I can do anything about assignments either. Well, here's what we'll do. I get the feeling I'll want to see what Mercedes is like in combat, since that I haven't seen a mage in action yet, so we'll go ahead and try that out first. Okay. Alright, that should be fine. Unit information. Okay. So what's the auto battle button for? See how units will attack when not given direct orders. Okay. Yep, I'm happy with all of them going on the attack. Okay, let's get in there.
As we feared, the soldiers are using the townsfolk as shields. What? Begin the operation. Allow me to lend a hand.
We will proceed as planned. We must strive to perform to the best of our ability.
Hear you loud and clear. I might just be able to help.
There we go. Oh. Why is my... Oh, that's why my phone's going off. Alright, that should be fine. Let's get in there.
And our first priority is to secure the people's safety. My uncle can wait. We'll start by eliminating guards on the capital. The perimeter. Commence the attack.
Alright, seize the strongholds on the outside. Well, I've already got Dimitri heading to one, so that's a good sign. And done. Anybody else?
Next.
Go Felix. Oh wow, Dimitri works quick.
Things should be easier now that we know our backs are safe. Open the gates and seize the town, but ensure no harm comes to the people.
Alright, we're heading in now, huh?
That is large. We should divide and conquer.
Aren't the front gates still closed off? We should probably open them up so we can get reinforcements in here. Yeah.
Where's Ash? I can have him do it, hopefully.
I'll do my best.
Even if I'm not in direct control of him.
Let's move. I'll do my best. Let's move.
An idea. And if things go awry, we might need another way out. Take this!
How do we want to play this then? Looks like everybody's moving off in a different direction. I'm kind of curious to see if we can get... Actually, no, looks like they just want us to seize that. They didn't expect us to get much further, I suppose. Okay, so we've got those four moving in that direction. We've got plenty moving in this direction. Here we go.
Move out. Not a problem. I've got this.
Okay.
I'll do my best. I'm a little nervous about it.
Let's begin.
Alright, I can send you two to seize that.
We will proceed as planned. We must strive.
Shall we? Let's give it a shot.
I'll do what I can.
Well, I suppose we can have Felix start messing with this guy.
It's worth a shot.
This stronghold will fall.
And down you go.
Clearly, that apple did not fall far from the tree.
To think they would involve innocent people. We must end this battle as soon as we can.
Let us crush their defenses.
Alright, so how do you work, Mercedes?
Now's our chance. Attack!
Let's take it for ourselves.
Yeah, you are. Yeah, you are under-leveled. So what's this button do? Light magic attacks have a certain % chance of restoring your HP. Okay, useful. Oh, that was useful! already leveling up? Oh, Dimitri. That's why.
I must keep aiming higher.
In that case, fling open the gates. Sorry, Your Highness. I stole your thunder peck.
Alright, now that that's open, thank you, Felix.
I'll do what I can.
Didn't I send someone to be an adjutant for Mercedes? Oh yeah, Sylvain.
Your Highness, you're all right. Some nights we should have never let it come to this. Do not blame yourselves. However, you seek to make amends. Lend me your strength and help me reclaim the capital.
Down you go. There we go. Alright, what else can I have people do?
We will proceed as planned.
So, they're asking us to defeat army members, huh?
I've got this.
Okay.
I'll do my best. I'm a little nervous about the...
Let's begin. It's time to move.
I'll do what I can. It's worth a shot.
We will proceed. We must strive to perform.
Shall we? Let's get...
Alright. Let's rush them.
I'll show you no mercy.
I'll do what I must.
I can still fight.
Go, Felix.
Really the best the officers of Ether can offer. Disappointing.
I don't know what Mercedes is doing in order to blaze through these guys so quickly, but I'm wishing I knew.
We will proceed as planned. We will proceed as planned. We must strive.
Shall we? Come with me, everyone.
I do this for His Highness.
I can still fight. Let's do this.
Oh my gosh! Well, that's how you make the combat art stand out. Holy crap! That was awesome!
Forgive me, my lord.
I see our enemy is somewhat confident. Deal with this, Viscount Kleiman.
Worry not, Cornelia. We will save Prince Dimitri from that vile puppeteer who controls him.
Alright, more enemies to see to, huh? Advancing on the castle town, huh?
We must strive to perform to...
Not a problem. I've got this.
Shall we? I'll provide assistance.
I'll do what I can.
Let's see, where do I want Felix to go?
I'll do my best.
The dude can keep going with Shez.
I'm a little nervous about this.
Yeah, that should work. Oh, that's where the enemy are coming from in that direction.
Before we're boxed in.
Alright. We'll send Dedu in that We'll send Dedu and Felix in that direction. Maybe just Dedu.
It's time to move.
I'll do what I can. It's worth a
I suggest we again divide our soldiers to deal with the multiple threats, Travis.
Boom!
This stronghold will fall.
Night Kneeler, go! Oh my god. Dimitri, you're amazing.
This is just sad. Can we please hurry and get this battle over with?
I don't think I even need Mercedes' help now. I mean, you can keep attacking her if you want, but it's not gonna work out for you, buddy. Oh, I did not dodge in time. That hurt. I am not getting S rank on this one.
Please, Your Highness, you must see reason. We are only doing our duty. Take him into custody. I have a lot of questions for him.
At once, Your Highness.
Not a problem. I've got this. Take a breather.
I'll do what I can. It's worth.
I'll show you no.
Let's take it for ourselves.
Oh, hey, there's a treasure chest over there. And a key in this direction. Doesn't look like I can get into there, though. Not yet.
Not a problem. Not a problem.
I can go.
I'm going.
Meanwhile... Alright, there's one.
Thank the goddess we were able to keep the people out of harm's way.
Hey you, I'm not done with you. Actually, can I command Ash to...
I'll do my best. Let's move. I'll do my best. Let's move.
We will proceed as planned.
Shall we? Come with me.
Nice. Thank you, Ash. Don't even need to wait for Shez to do something. Oh crap.
The town should be safe for the time being.
Allow me.
Let's press on to the castle.
How do we breach the castle with the drawbridges up?
These
Very
people are
carefully.
hopelessly outnumbered. Unleash our units from the strongholds and crush them all.
Shall we?
And as expected, nonsense back here.
Let's give it a shot.
I'll do what I can. It's worth a shot.
I'll do it.
This could be our chance. There are controls by the castle gates that lower the drawbridges. We can do so from within the strongholds.
Your Highness, the troops that escaped the castle have taken up position in the surrounding strongholds.
That won't do. We must retake them at once and ensure the town is safe for good.
Alright, I guess Shez will focus on that while Dimitri goes for the main objective.
I'll do my best. I'm a little...
Joining you in battle.
Alright, if Mercedes is on this one. Let's see, where's the way to go? I think down this way? I need to remember that I have this fast move. Main character powers!
You like that?
There you go. Take that, suckers.
This area.
Alright, where's... Didn't I send Felix back?
Let's begin. It's time to move.
Now there's Felix. Guess that answers my question.
Shall we? Let's give it a shot.
I'll do my best.
And we can send you guys over to secure this direction.
Secure. Not a moment too soon, it seems.
Who's next? Well, I guess we can always just go for these guys now. Good, it looks like weapon pickups on a map. That's useful.
Let's start the attack.
And you are dead. I just realized to do slow health. That's not gonna end well if I'm not careful.
I can go.
I'll do it.
Okay, you're asking for it.
I think I've grown.
That's the last of the strongholds. Things should be much quieter around here from now on.
There we go.
I shall take the lead.
And now we charge in. Kaboom!
I must.
There we go. Okay, let's see. Who do we send off in what direction? Shez can go that direction. Yeah, let's send Shez and Mercedes in this direction. Dimitri can go another. No, thank you.
And of course,
There's
the
one.
entrance is blocked. We need to find another way in.
This stronghold will fall.
Yeah, I know. I'm working on it, game.
Let's start the attack.
Gotcha.
Well done. Now to lower the drawbridge.
Whoops, that's not the right button. Yeah, mess that wall up, Dimitri.
Good. Now, if we lower the other drawbridge, we'll be able to attack the enemy from both sides. We will proceed as planned.
Allow me.
They underestimated the royal wealth. Time for someone to put him in his place.
Oh, this'll go well. As expected, we're gonna have to fight our way there.
Where are the controls? Take a breather. Not a problem.
Alright, you go in this direction.
Not a problem. I've got this.
Access to both the east and west bridges. It's time to breach the capital, corner the traitors, and strike them down.
Okay, this is a few too many enemies, right, for to do.
My, this is your lucky day. I've decided that you deserve my personal attention.
Do we have to fight them both at once?
Ah, fate. You truly are whimsical. Will today mark my death or his? Either way, this farce will finally come to a close.
I won't give up.
Ow. I better have Dimitri. Wait, I've got Ash right here.
I'll do my best. We'll win if...
That should help, hopefully. Only I had combat arts.
I'll keep you safe.
Here we go.
I think I'm improving.
Whoa! And boom! Nice! That's how it's supposed to be done.
I've awaited this my turn.
Oh wait, these are spearmen, and I just threw Shez against them. Luckily, I have main character powers! Can't wait to see what all these new weapons do. Bam!
I suppose I've improved.
And now it's Shez's turn. Yep.
Gotta keep aiming higher.
Now to just keep moving up. Ooh. There we go. I think I might want to swap to Dimitri for this one.
Not a problem.
Oh shoot, Cornelia's rushing him?
I can go.
I'll do it.
I shall take the lead.
Oh, you're not able to get there. Crap.
Not a problem.
Alright, make a beeline for Rufus then. I'll have Dimitri clean up the scraps. Yeah. Take freaking that.
So, it's come to this at last. Well, Dimitri, if you want my head, then come claim it. I intend to, Uncle. On our tried as knights, we will defend our liege to the last.
This stronghold will fall.
Alright, that's that
Why
down.
the long faces. Does our hospitality displease you so? Every moment I stare at you vexes me more. You should have died then.
And yet today, death comes for you, Cornelia.
There we go. Why do I get the feeling they're just gonna escape and we're gonna have to deal with them in part 2? Or at least in future. Alright, let's get him. Wait, who's wandering around in the main fortress? Oh, Gilbert. So Gilbert's being as useful as ever. Got it.
A man and a monster can never come to common terms.
Oh, you poor dear. I've never seen so many deluded fools in one place.
Alright, you're bothering me. Everyone gather around. And done.
What right do you have to rule over men when you're barely human yourself? You're an aberration. Nothing more.
What right do you have to say that? Oh, jeez.
Restorative in order.
Dusker, when I had the chance.
Now that's more like it. It wouldn't feel like a real fight if I simply tore you limb from limb right out of the gate.
Don't let up. We can break her.
Down you go.
What are you waiting for, monster? Kill me.
Take a breather.
Avenge your father.
Bind that gang and take him away.
Beasts. None of this would be happening if not for that old man Thomas. Now I'm mad.
What? I guess we'll be seeing Rufus in future. Down you go.
Look at me getting wrapped up in my fun again. But sadly, I must bid you farewell.
Oh, come on.
She's slippery, that one.
Welp.
Your Highness, we are moving Rufus to a cell and preparing him for questioning.
Good, thank you. I will join you shortly. Raise your voices with me, friends. You fought hard this day, and now victory is ours.
Alrighty, that went well. As expected, only A ranked. Intermediate seal, nice. A little bit of experience for all.
I must keep aiming higher.
Remember the Sonic 3 stream, it was amazing, but I didn't comment that day. Much appreciated. Sorry I wasn't able to stream last Saturday, that was when my illness was at its worst.
Oh, I feel stronger.
Even now, my nose is really stuffed up. It's made it harder to do voices.
I'm stronger. We'll see about that.
Gotta remember how this feels.
How many more of these am I gonna have to go through?
I think I'm improving.
I'm glad to be of use.
Glad you are of use.
I must keep aiming higher.
Already some mastered classes? Nice.
How can I best use this power?
I'm getting better.
I think I've learned something new.
Got to give this a try sometime.
Hey, I'm getting better.
Oh man. Oh, they're using the iron conceit for tomes as well. Alright, suit yourself. Plenty of smithing stones this time around. Wonder when I'll get to use them. And for what? If this is a proper Warriors game, there'll be a place to do stuff after all this, but I suppose time will tell.
Something you feel like saying?
No.
Liar.
All traitors get put to the sword. It's his duty as king.
Final words?
None for you. But tell me something, boy. Does it trouble you to slay your own kin? What a surprise. I did not think you capable of sympathy, craven monster that you are.
Yes. But either way, I do what I must.
Well, to perish by your hand, it is a fate that I much deserve.
Whoa, he actually... You know what, I'm not surprised he did it, but kind of surprised the game was brutal enough to let him do it.
Which leaves the lords Elidor, Mateus, and Kleiman.
Who are you?
We believe they, as well as many powerful Western lords, were accomplices in the assassination of the late king. Along with the Grand Duke, they seem to have received large sums of money and supplies from the imperial nobility.
Wait a minute. Are you Margrave Gautier?
Thinking this to be recompense for the assassination in Duscar, we investigated the link further. In 1171, the mage Cornelia arranged for a certain powerful imperial family to come to the kingdom.
That's the year when my step-uncle, Lord Arundel, brought Edelgard here in exile.
Are you sure that's something you want to say out loud? I thought you were keeping that I thought you were keeping that information quiet. Also, what's chat up to? I'll remember that info the next time you don't stream for a week. Well, that's part of the problem I've got right now, because I don't have a community tab here where I can just say no stream tonight or announce what's going to be happening. If I'm not streaming, it's usually because something comes up and I try to make up for it when I can, but luckily in this case it should work out just fine. But either way, for now, back to it.
Correct. We think Lord Arundel and his followers were behind the matter. They have deep ties to the imperial household.
As I suspected. You're a clever man, Margrave Gautier. Well done.
It is Margrave Gautier, so Sylvain's father.
Thank you, Your Highness.
If we continue wringing information out of them at this pace, we'll soon have a clear picture of what transpired.
My uncle's attendants must also confess to the slaughter in Duscar. But now that things have come this far, we can't expect the Western lords to stay silent. We need a way to keep them far from power.
Oh, there are always ways, provided you're willing to keep all your options open.
Yes, I suppose so. Let us speak more of this later.
Yeah, that would make sense for Margrave Gautier to say, because he's the one who's had to defend his particular region from outsiders by force a lot, so it makes sense for him to be implying violence being a necessity, but I suppose we will see how that turns out.
For now, spread word of what you have found to every palace and pub in the land. That should help keep the lords in check.
Is that wise, Your Highness? If we announce that Rufus was involved in the tragedy of Duscar...
I will not feed my people half-truths. They deserve to know.
I've always admired that candor, Your Highness. Yet such news is sure to create a degree of unrest in the kingdom.
So you suggest we bury the truth? Should it somehow come to light, the people's faith in me will be forever shaken. If the kingdom is ever to part ways with our bloody past, this is the path we must walk.
A radical like your father. Perfect.
Fine words, though I doubt they'll appease the people of Duscar. Nor the rest of Fargus, many of whom will not be so quick to forgive.
We thought you might say as much, which is why His Highness and I have devised a solution. I will resign the title of Duke and pass it to my heir.
Wait, what?
Spare me, Rodrigue. One person with wild ideas is already one too many.
It's not wild at all, Matthias. Someone must bear responsibility for what happened in Dusker. People will naturally seek to point the finger at His Highness, and we need him unsullied if he is to lead. Someone has to get down in the mud and bear the slings and arrows for him. Who better for such a task than me?
Huh.
Rodrigue will abandon his title and work with Dedue to restore harmony between our people. I'm not asking him to take his life. Rather, he offered to spend it to set things to rights.
In that case, we've only to deal with the issue of the throne. I believe we should move forward with your coronation straight away.
I agree. My time at the Officers' Academy was a valuable experience, but I belong here now. Obviously, Felix won't be able to return either. Have him come to me later, so I can deliver the news and an apology.
Huh, he's not gonna be happy having the responsibility of House for Aldarius thrusted onto him, but we'll see how it turns out.
I've already had a word and told him what must be done. You've no need to apologize.
Oh, he must have had some words for you.
Yes, I have. As for you, Gustav, you'll also be staying here in the kingdom.
But I abandoned my homeland. There can be no place for me in Fargus.
I will make a place for you. I need your help. Lady Rhea will understand.
It would be my great honor, Your Highness.
Send word to the church and the lords. Count Galatea will be in charge of contacting the south. Now, there's another topic I'd like to discuss. I wish to reorganize my army. Since I have you all assembled, I'd like to...
Whoops. Like to hear your suggestions for what?
You still working, Dimitri? Have you even slept since the battle?
Never mind that. There's a favor I've been meaning to ask of you. It won't happen right away, but I'm considering the formation of a new private army. I need someone to captain them, and I was hoping it might be you.
And what does the leader of the kingdom need with a private army?
I fear my uncle may have rubbed off on too many of my knights. I'm not saying they're all bad, but it's clear as day that bribery ran rampant. To rectify the matter, I'm looking into a complete reorganization of the army. These next several years will be an age of civil war, and I want to be surrounded with the best and most loyal soldiers I can find.
Well, that does sound interesting. Still, I'm just a regular old grunt. Why put me in charge?
Because this will be an army of commoners, not knights and nobles.
Oh?
A mercenary like you is far more likely to earn their trust than some stuffy noble who's never known a day of hardship.
If that were true, then why not send Dash?
Please, allow me to be clear. This is not an order. If you'd rather return to the academy, you're free to do so.
Are you kidding? I'm in. Thank you, Dimitri.
No choice in the matter? Alright, let's go.
Having put down Rufus's revolt and ended his uncle's life, Dimitri draws closer to the truth regarding the tragedy of Dusker, and also begins the process of ascending the throne. All the while, the Adrestian Empire deals with a fierce power struggle in its capital, Enbar, while the Leicester Alliance finds themselves pitted against an invading Almiran horde. Realizing the troubles of Fodlan will fall squarely on her young students' shoulders, Archbishop Rhea closes the Officers' Academy and permits her charges to return home.
Huh. Interesting.
Azure Gleam. To war.
I was afraid of that.
It is the end of 1181. 2 years have passed since the Officers' Academy closed its doors. After ascending the throne, Dimitri labors to bring peace to the Holy Kingdom of Fargus. With Edelgard ruling as the Emperor of Adrestia and Claude leading the Leicester Alliance, the three erstwhile schoolmates strike out as the next generation of leaders. A new era is dawning in Fodlan, and much teeters at the brink of great change. The first tremors of a major upheaval rock the land as Edelgard declares war on the Central Church.
Pardon my lateness, Your Majesty.
How long can I afford to keep going? Because it's been how long has it been? Wow, 3 hours. Holy crap. I was hoping to try and finish up to where the demo stops, but I don't know if I'm going to get that chance to, unless I put in 4 hours or something crazy like that.
You needn't worry, Felix. I know your duties are many. Though, I'm afraid we could not wait for you to begin the discussion.
This is about the Empire's declaration of war against the Central Church, yes?
Indeed. As you're aware, we have already begun accepting refugees from Garrett Mach. But a few days ago, I received a confidential request from Seteth, asking us to protect the higher-ranking members of the Church, including Lady Rhea herself. Of course, we'd only meet this eventuality were Garrett Mach to fall. As it stands, we find ourselves quite literally stuck between the Empire and the Church. I'm not sure how much longer we can remain neutral.
If I might, Your Majesty, troubling as it may be, I believe it prudent for us to reject this proposal from the Church outright. Offering them shelter will only serve to provoke an invasion from the Empire. This matter of the Southern Church concerns me as well, but I believe we have more important matters to be fussing over at the moment.
Matter of the Southern Church? What's that entail?
Your counsel is much appreciated, Viscount Elidor, but I assure you, things are not as cut and dry as you make them out to be. The mandate granted to the King of Fargus and all the lords who serve under him is given legitimacy only by the grace of the Church. Are we to renounce the very heart of this kingdom simply because we shudder at the thought of invasion? War will always come at one point or another, and some degree of suffering is purely inevitable. You know this as well as I, Viscount.
You dare speak of suffering, do you? When the blaze of war will not scorch your lands in the north as it does ours?
He's going to mention String, isn't he?
I would normally agree that those of us from the Northern Territory should hold less sway in this discussion. But if Garrett Mach were to fall, the war fronts would not halt in the west. Your Majesty, what of House Rowe or Galatea? Or the others in the south?
Not a word from Count Rowe as it stands. But I did receive a missive from Count Galatea. It read, "My people are not fools enough to rejoice in the surrender of their territories to invaders. There is no morality in turning our backs on the institution at the very foundation of our lives. We must support the Church as they have supported us."
Your Majesty, we owe a great debt to the Central Church for their role in quelling the uprising 2 years ago. To not repay such generosity in kind would risk weakening the trust of your vassals.
And if that happens, we might find ourselves right back in the same mess as before. They lack the crest of Blaidd, but there's no small number of nobles who might crawl out of the woodwork claiming royal blood. The kingdom's already seen the turmoil and division such claimants can bring after the death of King Klaus.
But Duke Fraldarius, surely we are better served attempting to head off the very real and imminent war at hand, instead of debating hypothetical unrest.
An enemy from without you can unite against. An enemy from within will destroy you.
I don't want my people to suffer the pain of conflict. But does anyone here really think the Empire will simply stop if we appease their every demand? Suppose we do let the Empire take the Archbishop. And suppose we accept this new Southern Church. Then what?
I imagine the Empire plans to install the Bishop of the Southern Church, Count Varley, in Lady Rhea's place.
Wait, Varley? Huh? What do they have to... What's that family have to do with anything?
I fear I've heard nothing good concerning either the man himself or his teachings.
Oh, there would be nothing good coming from that man. Did we have the chance to kill him? I've always wanted the chance to beat him up.
They purport to be an arm of the Church of Seros. The Southern Church is nothing more than a mouthpiece for the Empire at large.
In other words, rejecting the Central Church in favor of this new Southern one would be no different from flat-out accepting Imperial rule. It's hard to say just how they would treat our kingdom were such events to unfold. Though I imagine it would involve heavy taxation for the express purpose of bleeding Fargus dry and filling the Imperial coffers.
Given what I know about Edelgard, that's probably a stretch, but at the same time, there's a reason why the kingdom broke away from the Empire in the first place.
Do you have something to add, Duke Fraldarius?
Not really, no. I was just wondering how long we were planning to continue this tedious charade.
Oh boy.
The question's simple. Do we hand over our kingdom and subject ourselves to Imperial rule or not?
I believe the Margrave has been quite clear as to what will happen if we give in to the Empire's demands. We've all been informed of the rapid reformation their region has undergone, many aspects of which I admire, I'm not ashamed to say. But an old, stubborn land like ours isn't suited for such tempestuous change. Radical new freedoms are not what the people of Fargus need right now. They need stability, steady improvement in their daily lives, and real, lasting change can only come from a solid foundation.
Sounds like your Majesty has made up his mind then. Just say the word and we'll leap into action.
The Holy Kingdom of Fargus will hereby offer asylum to the Church of Seros. Everyone, sharpen your blades and prepare for the battles ahead. Gustav, Dedu, make to ride at once. Our intentions must be made clear, not only to the Church and the Empire, but to Count Rowe as well, and all the other lords who failed to answer my summons.
Understood, Your Majesty.
Oh boy.
Hey, did you hear? Sounds like we're gonna be going to war with the Empire.
Yeah, I'm aware.
Ever since His Majesty ascended the throne, we've been fighting battle after battle through every corner of Fargus. But I never thought we'd be going toe-to-toe with the actual Empire. I'd be nervous if it even felt real.
Don't worry, it'll start feeling very real very quick once the sword starts swinging.
You know, that might be the single worst attempt at motivational speaking I've ever heard. Not that I'm much surprised at this point.
Fair enough. You could make a Discord server so where we can talk to you when you aren't streaming. Your subscribers would like that. I've thought about it. I'm not sure what... Well, I'm not sure if I'd have the time to manage something like that, but still, I don't have that many people who keep a close eye on this on either channel, so that's a possibility.
I can't help but wonder, though. What happens to Fargus now? I feel like things have been steadily improving lately, but not everyone favors His Majesty as I do.
Yeah, I hear the grumbles too. But there's not a ruler in the world who doesn't have their fair share of critics, right? All I know is we wouldn't be where we are now if not for him. I mean, look at me, saddled with some mysterious power we don't know anything about, and he still chose to put his faith in me. It's only right I return the favor in kind. Oh, and speak of the devil.
Am I interrupting something?
No, of course not. Please, allow me to take my leave. Your Majesty, Commander.
So, you heard all that, huh?
More or less. I apologize for the interruption, but there's an urgent matter at hand.
Anything I can do to help?
There is. As you know, we've offered asylum to the Central Church in their efforts to flee the Empire. As such, we are to escort the Archbishop herself to the royal capital at once. I expect heavy pursuit from the Imperial forces, so I am assembling a team of those I trust most to assist in the mission. Of course, I'll be leading my own regiment into battle, but I was wondering if you'd be willing to accompany me.
What, is that it? I'd be glad to. How are things looking at Garreg Mach while we're on the subject?
Grim. Neither the Knights of Seros nor the monastery ramparts are capable of holding off the Empire's massive military might.
And they'd have 2 more years than usual to prepare. Actually, they had an extra year comparatively to prepare for it too, so that makes sense.
I dare say we have precious little time to waste. Prepare to deploy at once.
Your tent is rather nice, isn't it? I suppose it pays to be a commander. You said it. Things are totally different here compared to all the small-time outfits I used to run with. Now I've got my own space where I can kick back and keep all my stuff in order. This probably means they expect a lot from you. More than your title implies, I would imagine. Alright. Can mess with documents there?
That
Nice.
reminds me.
Yeesh, this camp is something else. Did you see how many merchants we've got?
How tiresome.
Are you finished sightseeing yet? I believe I heard your employer calling for you. Alright. Ooh, I can bring Rodrigue to battle? And Annette. Okay. Nice. Change appearance. Ah, I see. Okay, useful. Alrighty, given the circumstances though, I probably should call it here because my throat is hating me right now. Alright, Rodriguez playable though, that's gonna be fun. As much as I want to keep going with this, and even though this is probably the last battle within this particular demo version, at least for this particular path, I need to call it for a little bit, and I need to work on some video editing. So, I will consider whether to put up a Discord for future stuff. If I do, when would be the right time for it? I'll have to mull over that. Either way, that's where we will call it for now. So, given that I'm really interested in seeing how this game plays out, I will probably launch straight into this tomorrow as well. As Thursdays are usually work days for me, but I'm a little ahead of schedule when it comes to video editing for the upcoming main channel, well, review channel stuff. I should just call them review and stream channel at this point. Review and unscripted, that's what I should brand them as. Ow! Yeah, I should stop talking. Alrighty then, either way, I'm gonna call it a night. So, we'll go ahead and finish out this tomorrow, and then we'll probably check out the Black Eagles next. I'm curious to see what they're up to. Either way, thanks for watching. See you all later.